Wah, 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 wah. Wow, 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 wow. This is what you call an intro. This is what you call an intro. I'm not sure how long we're going to do this one today. Maybe we should. I guess I need an intro, don't I, huh? I need an intro. I need an intro. Let's see. Maybe. What's the deal, dog? Let's try to get through this episode without any drama. I'm just kidding. Wah, 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 wah. Wow, 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 wow. Got a lot of people out there today. They got their poopy pants on. So here's the link if they want to come tell me how much their poopy pants are my fault. We built this city. Let's watch I'll come on screen when we get some other people. I'm putting on some fresh wounds, some fresh new bandages.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Lichtenberg-Marsdorf-Karlshorst gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Es bleiben im Raum Keitel, Jodl, Krebs und Burgdorf. Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt Sie? Dass Sie es wagen, sich meinen Befehl zu widersetzen! So weit ist das also gekommen. Das Militär hat mich belogen! Jeder hat mich belogen, sogar die SS! Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge!
Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen...
Nicht als Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager!
Mein Führer, was Sie da sagen, ist ungeheuerlich.
Die Generalität ist das Geschmeiß des deutschen Volkes! Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie nennen sich Generale, weil Sie Jahre auf Militärakademien zugebracht haben, nur um zu lernen, wie man Messer und Gabel hält! Jahrelang hat das Militär meine Aktionen nur behindert. Es hat mich jeden nur gegen Widerstand in den Weg gelegt. Ich hätte gut daran getan, von Jahren alle höheren Offiziere liquidieren zu lassen, wie Stalin. Ich war nie auf einer Akademie. Und doch habe ich allein allein auf mich gestellt, ganz Europa erobert. Verräter! Von allem Anfang an bin ich so verraten und betrogen worden. Es wurde ein ungeheurer Verrat geübt am deutschen Volke. Aber alle diese Verräter werden bezahlen. Mit ihrem eigenen Blut werden sie bezahlen. Sie werden das saufen in ihrem eigenen Blut. Meine Befehle sind in den Wind gesprochen. Es ist unmöglich, unter diesen Umständen zu führen. Es ist aus. Der Krieg ist verloren. Aber wenn Sie, meine Herren, glauben, dass ich das mit Bären verlasse, irren Sie sich gewaltig. Eher jage ich mir eine Kugel durch den Kopf. Tun Sie, was Sie wollen.
Bullshit. What's up, dude? What's up, William?
Yo, Matt, what's going on? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. You got problems with me, or are you just coming on to hang out?
No, just hanging out, man. I got no problems with you at all. Oh my God.
Okay.
Why, you want to fight? You want to do like a little?
Yeah,
well,
let's just practice. Let's just practice
right.
talking shit until somebody actually shows up.
You know what, Matt? You're such a jerk, man. Matt Barr.
Dude, you don't even shovel your fucking driveway in the winter. You just let that shit sit.
That's because you got a head wound and all you do is fight with the neighbors.
Yeah, well, you're a pedo.
Well, at least
Fuck,
I'm
that
not
was
a
horrible.
grifter.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, well, at least I could fucking see my own dick. I don't have a giant gut like you do.
Well, you know, I don't let my dog lick my balls.
Well, at least I have a dog, and the local cops won't prevent me from having a dog because I beat them like you do. You beat your dogs.
It's better than throwing them down the stairs.
You
I
read
don't know, man. I'm just like-
bestiality. You read stories about fucking dolphins.
Dolphins? Those are mammals.
So that's okay? Is that your comeback? Look, if it's a mammal, I can fuck it.
It's almost as good as a human.
Ugh.
I don't know, man. Every time they bring up dolphins, man, you hear like the stories where they're like trying to fuck them down, like they're trying to fuck women at like the petting zoos, and
Dude, petting zoos, that's when that fucking bushy foreskin starts to get a little boner. That boss foreskin. As soon as he sees like a bunch of little goats in a little area, he just starts fucking pulling on his pants.
Wait, who are we talking about now? Liam?
We could talk about fucking brain torn Liam. I was talking about bushy foreskin.
Oh, I thought you were
The guy
talking
who
about
was
people
going
in
at
the
me
bush.
today.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no,
Which
no.
one?
His name is, I think it's Bosch Forsky, but I've been calling him Bushy Foreskin. He's the guy who came up with he did a fucking book like 20 years ago
Oh my God.
called Who Gives a Fuck? I don't know what the book was called, but it got nominated for an Emmy. Not an Emmy, but for an Eisner. That's me. I got the Emmy nomination. He got nominated for an Eisner 20 years ago.
Well, most degenerates do get nominated for an Eisner.
Well, this is 20
how-
years ago, so I'm wondering if it's like different than now. Like if he's like, "Hey, I got an Eisner Award now," it's just like, "Yeah, whose dick did you suck? You know, whose
see,
cat
what was
did you
this?
babysit? You know?"
Well, 20 years from now, we're talking the 90s. So,
Yeah, it was 2004 was when he got
Oh,
his.
shit. Fuck, I'm old, man. Holy shit, I'm forgetting. So we're talking Bush era. So yeah, there should definitely be some like Republicans in there.
Yeah. So it was like super duper like anti Islam at the time, and so he puts out an anti-Islam book, and it wins an award. And I think it's not like best
Oh,
writer or
shit.
best such and such. It's like like guy who should really get his shit out more or something like that. It's like real fucking like artists who should deserve more recognition or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It
Didn't
wasn't like
didn't he?
most like out breakout fucking artist or you know.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
think
anything
I know
like
what you're
that.
talking about. And he got canceled later on for it, didn't? Because he had like some like on like the windows, he had like messages like in the windows or something.
Oh, that's a different dude.
Like,
no, that guy
oh,
actually
okay.
worked for Marvel. That's the guy that
Right.
works
Yeah, yeah.
for Ripiverse now, I think, or maybe he doesn't. No, and I'm not even being like a fuck. I'm not being goofy. Like oh, it's a Ripiverse thing. I think his name is Bennett. I don't want to say Tony Bennett because it's the fucking singer, but it's like
Yeah.
a Carlos
Chris?
Bennett,
No, not
or
Chris.
Chris Bennett, or Greg Bennett. It was, I don't know. It's a very traditional Brazilian name like Greg or Steve.
Well, you know,
Roger.
it's just too much. You know, it's just how much life can we be expected to remember on the drop of a hat?
Yeah. I don't remember, but I do remember that guy. He kind of got his hand smacked because he was putting it was like he was putting Star David, and then he was like emphasizing jewelry on like the jewelry store window. You know what I mean? And it was just like, I mean,
anti-Jew stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like kind of slipping in some anti-Jew, you know, anti-Semitic stuff. And I mean, it's just like it's eye roll shit. But you know, when kids see that, you know, you're reinforcing some pretty bad stereotypes. You know, that
sure.
It's like, all right, well then if you're gonna do that, then why don't you draw a fucking Mexican wearing a sombrero and sleeping outside of a fucking bar? You know what I mean? It's like, why don't you draw fucking, you know, Sam Wilson with some fucking watermelon while he's flying around as the Falcon? You know what I mean? It's like, why are you like, why are you sprinkling in like weird fucking stereotypes? And I mean, and that's only, and it's like, if you want to like put out your own book and get fucking crazy, then go for it. I just feel like,
well,
people at Marvel and DC, like
edgy.
you really need to, they need to be, well, Marvel and DC, I don't feel like that's the place to be edgy. Like you're stewarding characters and storylines that aren't for fucking adults. They're for fucking kids. And when you come in and add weird shit, I mean, this is my opinion. We're getting subjective now, but like, I'm like, I feel like Marvel should stay Marvel and DC. I feel like they are fucking young readers at most. I feel like once you start, if you're still reading Marvel comics like in your 20s, it's, I don't know. It's a little weird. Maybe.
Well, think about it from like our point of view as kids. Like when, you know, when we got into like, I got into, you know, comics in the mid 80s. I'd go to the convenience store. I'd be there, you know, playing Joust, and, you know, I'd go to the spinner rack and I'd grab like a comic and stuff. But those were a little bit, you know, if you're just like jumping in back then in the 80s, I mean, you know, yeah, it was a little bland, but then you jump into the 90s, and that's when you know, that's when we started getting a little bit older. It's kind of like the books grew up around us and forgot that they were supposed to be primarily for kids.
Yes. Yeah.
And then that
Stan Lee talks about the illusion of change. You know what I mean? Just like, look, these characters aren't gonna like, I don't think he ever expected him to like move on and get married and have kids and then divorce. You know what I mean? It was like Spider-Man was gonna like be perpetually a high schooler, you know, because he didn't expect readers to stick with it. It was just like, yeah, I love Spider-Man as a kid, and then I started reading some other shit, and then I started reading Vertigo or Epic, you know what I mean? Heavy metal. I mean, there's a progression of like adult stuff that you can get into, you know?
Well, a lot of people don't realize, and like I said, just for me, like when comic books change, you know, it kind of, you know, like Spider-Man, it was when, you know, Peter Parker and Mary Jane, they got married. They got married at New York Stadium, Yankee Stadium. And, you know, the life and death of Superman. I mean, who would ever thought about that? And then, and I think that was kind of like, that's when they should have like, that was like the benchmark for their like older readers, because that would have been like bringing up on like, you know, our readers that started out at like that age that we were are like in their mid-20s going into their 30s now. And you know, maybe we should then like kind of like bring it back down. And then they didn't. And then instead of bringing it back down for younger readers, they excelled it into like clantily scad women, boobs sticking out, hyper realistic features or whatever, or and that was the 90s and into the early 2000s. And now, because we went so far up, and then the reader base went up with that in age, now we find ourselves to where everybody's like, the Marvel and DC now, they're, it's like, oh, well, we got to everybody's got to be, every character that used to be males now got to be female or transgender and all that other stuff. It's because there wasn't an up and down. It went from extremes.
Yeah.
And that's where we kind of find ourselves right now, is because when they decided to bring it back down, everything's an extreme. Everything's a race change. Everything's a gender change. Everything's, politically current, even though they're still catering. Even, I'm sorry if I believe I told you I've been drinking, but, and I talk a lot when I'm drinking, but even the movies that
you're on point. Keep going. You're on point.
Even the movies that were coming out from DC that, like, they were kind of gauged towards older DC comic readers.
Yeah.
And that's, and we got a lot of great animated stuff out of DC. And then all of a sudden the reboot came in, and it's kind of like, what's all this? Why is, Harley Quinn's trans, or not trans, but, LGBT, and get all this bullshit all over the place. And like, everything's kind of like catching up, and it's coming crashing to a wall. So, and I'm going to kind of like segue into the point. That's where I thought Comicsgate was supposed to be the difference, and it's not. And then we can go from here.
Well, that's what it was. At least that's what I thought it was. I mean, that's where it led me, because I was like in the comic book stores, not wanting to buy anything because it all looked really unfamiliar. And then going to YouTube, hearing some videos, and like hearing and joining up with other people that kind of agree that maybe Iceman doesn't need to be gay,
Right.
I think that was like some of the stuff, or like it was. Now it's not, though. Now it's something else. It's, what's the word? Metabolized. It's fucking, I don't know.
Cannibalized.
It's definitely cannibalizing itself for sure.
Yeah.
Well, in a small area, dude. I like wanted to start. Maybe I will. I want to do like a visual fucking essay on where I stand with this, where it's like, here's a sphere, right? Here's a circle. In this circle is like CG trademark. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah.
Great word worm, homogenized in the chat. Not metabolized, but I think great word worm.
Metastasized. That's also pretty good too. Homogenized. Yeah. That's another one.
Yeah, big words. We got you got some big word people in the chat, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. We got the good stuff. Yeah, we got the good chat.
Yeah, the brains on these. Yeah. Oh my god.
Now I can't remember what I was fucking saying though.
Oh, neither can I.
Shit.
Well, that's why this is the shit show, right? Or the
okay, yeah. No, man, we're fucking freaking awesome. Watch this. We're back on track. I remember. We're back on track. We're freaking awesome. Right? Lightning bolt. Right back on track. So like there's one circle, right? And you're like, all right, you see this is CG trademark. You got Ethan in it, and you got, this new bushy foreskin. Liam is in here. Malin, you know what I mean? You just start running through like those people, and you're like, look at this, like this tight circle, like it's fucking insane, like it's gonna be hard. And then you kind of zoom out, right? And then you realize, like, you
Mhm.
see that small circle? That's just a tiny circle inside a much larger circle that's actual CG,
Mhm.
right? Like, there's other people that don't really fuck with Ethan and that shit, and that have been like doing CG for years.
I
You know?
just want to real quick call out Metal Movies and Brewskis and say yes, everything in the 90s was amped up because they were catering to an older audience and they never scaled back down to bring the younger audience back in, which is why they
Yeah, what the
lost.
fuck was with the 90s? Everything was like extreme. Let's like fuck the 80s. We got to go extreme from the 80s. Like the 80s was like, you know,
Mhm.
bright colors and fun, and then it was just like extreme.
It was all
Everything.
about sex. And then, and you know, not sex, but it was about sex appeal.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And Michael Bay, The Rock, that was fucking extreme, dude. Dark Gift.
The Rock was
What's
a
up?
great movie.
Oh, dude, I watched it fucking yesterday and was like, holy shit, this is cheese from a can, but I love it, dude. I like pulled out some crackers and was just squirting that shit right on the crackers and eating it, dude. It was fucking just manufactured bullshit. I loved it.
Oh, dude, man, the Rock. Oh my God, it was
So-
it's perfect.
So that you have like those guys in the circle, and then visually you pull out and you realize that, like, oh, that's just a smaller circle within a much bigger circle of CG, you know, with like global frequencies and Bancrofts and Joe Suntags, and you know what I'm saying? There's like a much larger group of people, and then just to like keep yourself grounded, you pull back even more and you realize that like there's a huge fucking independent sphere. Like it's fucking gigantic. And to like kind of
Right.
focus on Comicsgate and then to even focus even more on this tinier little group is it's silly.
Well,
you know, and I pulled this out of my ass today because I got off the phone with Bob Burden. So I was like talking to Bob today about some shit, and it was like Bob is like old school fucking indie comics, like early 80s. Like this is because like he was talking about the Mystery Men. It's coming up on the 25th anniversary of the Mystery Men and fucking Flaming Carrot. So I'm gonna go to like Dragon Con this weekend, and I might be cosplaying as Flaming Carrot for Bob. But it's just like there's fucking
Nice.
it's like there's just a bigger fucking sphere out there, and now that like Corona is gone, now that conventions are coming back, I feel like I think we should be able to like open up and be okay with it. Yes.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing, Darkin?
Good.
Yo, Anthony.
What's going on, William? Yeah, man, conventions, man. Me and Elasmat are going to start doing small conventions. We got one coming up at the end of September. It's actually right here by my house, like 10 minutes away. But he'll be driving down this way, and we're going to be... I already talked to the guy. I was like, can we get spaces next to each other? He's like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, awesome. I was like, can I get one... With Elasmat? Well, I mean, I'm bringing him the table because it's like a bring your own table type of event. So...
Joking.
You know... It just makes it easier, you know, to carry the 2 6-foot tables from like the parking lot to like one spot, you know, like just. But I was like, can I get an outlet? He's like, yeah, I'll get you somewhere near an outlet. And I was like, sweet. Nice. I'm gonna be.
Wait, are you bringing your guitar and your amp?
No, I'm gonna actually, now that he said that he could do that, I'm gonna run over to Home Depot and grab some wood and some hinges and make like a little foldable display box, spray painted black. No, I'm gonna mount one of my black lights to it, and I'm gonna have my blacklight tapestries on display.
Beautiful,
so,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, I was just wondering for Matt. Now, when it comes to CG, are we talking 2024 CG or 2020 CG?
With which? I mean, I wasn't here. I wasn't here before 2020. Everything before 2020 is like I'm told. You know, I'm told by the campfire, by old men.
Well, Yeah, believe that. But I mean,
just one day back in the good old days of 2017.
Well,
I was there on that stream. I saw.
Yeah.
I was in that chat.
I look at 2024. CG is kind of being like like you have Ethan, you have Shane, you have Malin, you have Cecil, you have Anna, you have the tent posts, and then you have everything else in between in 2024. And what I mean that is it's kind of like whatever they decide they want to kind of get behind or endorse, and it's 2020 CG was kind of like it was like Wanger, and it was kind of like it was like the Wild West. Yes. And it was fun.
Here if you need him to be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. That's my Wanger.
You have a perfect Wanger and you have a perfect Ethan, but unfortunately, we find ourselves in a broken CG, and and you are a victim of the broken part of it.
I mean, to be fair, hasn't it always been broken?
It's always
it's always just been a mess, and like that was like part of the love of it. And I think people thought it was going to become more unified, and that's why their expectations are so low at this moment. Like they're so angry is because they thought it was going to be this this big everybody arm in arm type of movement, and it's not. And it's like I was telling someone the other day, I was like, I got to the point where I'm just like, dude, I don't care. I'm doing my thing. I've always been doing my thing, and that's not going to change. I could give two shits what everybody else is doing. If we're aligned in certain things and we're cool to hang out with, and I'm going to hang out with you, and we're going to do our thing. And if that means certain people decide to go in a different direction, let them go in a different direction. I mean, I don't care anymore. Well, I really don't care. I'm not going to get angry over shit anymore.
Early CG. Hi. Early CG, we knew we were back in probably bad books that weren't going to fund, but we were trying to move the movement forward.
And that's what really on our side of the internet was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just tried to make an alternative no matter what it was.
Well, I used to say this back in the day when people would be like, I'm leaving CG. Like, just go be CG over there. Why do you got to be all like, I'm leaving CG? Like, just go be CG over there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be over here. Like, it never made sense to me. And then somewhere along the line, even I got wrapped up in the whole, like, we have to be unified. And no, we don't. You can go be CG over there, and I could be CG over here. And
you don't want to sing. You don't want to hold hands and sing "Kumbaya."
Yeah,
I mean, I'll make peace with somebody and sing "Kumbaya," but yeah, no, I'm not looking to become like the next hive-minded comic book movement of like blue-haired weirdos,
posers.
Well,
yeah,
yes.
Back, sorry.
Well, look, use Wanger as an example. Like Wanger came out and he did what was it? Something Harem. What was his first book?
Oh, shit. I have it too. Super Harem.
Super Harem. And CG backed that, but
Super
Wanger's
Harem.
second book. Yeah. Wanger's second book, Ethan didn't think that it was that great. So he literally scorched earth Wanger and fucked them up out of CG. Ethan has single-handedly
I refuse to acknowledge that one man is going to tell somebody that their career is over. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's a
that feels a little brittle. Not to be poopy pants with Wanger, but it feels a little brittle.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a joke that Chappelle. Well, yeah.
I tell that to Mike S. Miller's face all the time. I was like, it wasn't Malin, it wasn't EVS, it was a combination of them and you arguing in front of everybody, and then me and Mike, but me and Mike are still cool and friends. But like I can tell him like that whole he tried to destroy my business thing. That doesn't fly with me.
There's a Chappelle joke where he's talking about the C.K. Lewis and this woman, and the woman wanted to be a comedian, and she went to go meet C.K. Lewis, and he pulled out his dick and started jerking off, and she stopped being a comedian after that. She was like, yeah, I'm done with being a comedian, and and Chappelle was like, that's fucking brittle. Like, how bad did you want to be a fucking comedian? And I kind of feel like that with Wenger. Like, if you really fucking broke down because Ethan fucking didn't like your shit. Like, one person, a couple people don't like your shit. So what?
Well, I did a social experiment today. I caused a little bit of a tither over hither.
You did?
Ooh.
I did.
We were starting fires all over there, sir.
Holy shit! You jumped off that fence?
Well, because like there was the whole like announcement of the Yellow Flash book, and then the whole like controversy of like somebody's opinion of a certain artist. So I just put out there. I go, you want me to pull it up? I'll pull it up.
Yeah,
because like
you're just gonna have to say his name.
It's mostly a lot of cool people, like understanding what my intent was, and it was just like the cool people in the thread are all like discussing like their favorite artists and why and who's better and having fun. Like me and Hojo were playing basically artist poker. He was like, "Oh yeah, well I worked with those three." I'm like, "Yeah, well so did I, and I'll raise you with Jason Bascom and this." And he's like, "Well, how about this?" I was like, "How about a quaff and a piece coming from Matt Barr?" Like we were like up in the ante, like you know what I mean? Like, but the ones who didn't get it were just so filled with like, "Well, he works with Yellow Flash and blah blah blah," and I'm that, and it's like, dude, shut up with your. It's like, well, to quote Matt Barr, "Shut up with your poopy pants." You know what I mean? Like,
look at the quality of Dillard's character. You know what I mean? For the past year now, with everything that's been going on, he's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to be, it's just what I'm going to do. And he's out there, he's doing his own thing, and he hasn't motherfuckered anybody. He hasn't, told anybody to go, Beach Street or whatever. He's just been a stand-up guy, and that's what CG used to be.
So this is the tweet I put out today. I said, "Call it a hot take, call it the truth. Dillard Draws has leveled his art up so much that he's the best artist in this scene."
That triggered me a little bit when I saw that. I was like, the best in the scene? I was like,
I knew there was going to be a lot. I
pulled up a tweet and then I dismissed it. I was like, motherfucker, I'm going to discard.
I knew I was going to like, I was like, there's going to be certain friends. There's going to be certain friends of mine who are artists who are going to like take this the wrong way at first, but I hope they come to me before they get mad because.
For you? Is that wrong, Anthony?
No, here's the thing, right? So.
I'm gonna go dislike this right now for you, Matt Barr.
No.
Unfortunately,
Dillard is awesome.
No, but this was
kidding.
This was the point here, right? Like this person comes in here and like Immortal Rising goes, everything else is mid, and he drops his two covers from his two artists, and I was like, nice, right? Like that was the whole point. Was like, no, tell me who you think your favorite artist is, right? And then like even somebody came to me and I was like, listen, I was like.
Broke Quaff. Come on, man. You broke.
Quaff was. I told.
Oh, wait a minute. So people were really getting poopy pants? I was joking. People were really like, "Who the fuck are you to say who's best?"
No, I even said. I was like, "Listen, Peter Gilmore. He's been like a good friend of mine, and
he's great.
And one of my favorite artists in this scene. I was like, he's like, even he came in. I was like, dude, you're my close second. I even said that like if like people like Dillard and Chris Graves and all these other people that we were talking about earlier, don't stay hungry. Pete Gilmore's going to outsurpass all of them. His every year his art gets better and better. Just like Dillard's, just like Dean James.
Dude, Chris Graves stuff, like from a couple months ago to like what I was seeing him doing on that cockfight. I would say he's done like a serious improvement of at least fucking 10%.
He's maybe
20, dude.
He's new to me, so but I even said I go an artist that's caught my eye recently is Chris Graves. I was like, that dude is solid. I was like, he's probably going to give I said I was like really pushing it home in the beginning. I was like, like really trying to like start like fan the flames to see who was going to like bite and who was going to be like a douche. And I was like, the only two people giving Dillard a run for his money right now is fucking Dale Keown and Chris Graves.
Damn.
Yeah, like I was like really, but like people were like really like see, so a lot of these people, like me and Hojo, were having a grand old time. This guy comes in, he's like, I wouldn't insult the scene like that, but you seem to be okay with doing it. I go, it's weird you find my opinion an insult to the scene. And he said, it looks like I triggered you or something. And I was like, I don't think I'm triggered. I find your remark weird and telling. If anyone was triggered, it would be you. You appeared to be triggered by my post because you did say I insulted you after all.
Trigger.
You know? But then like Crazy Man, who I don't get along with Crazy Man, but even I said to him, because he comes in, he goes, nope, Studio Zayd and Skunk Artworks. I was like, see, this is how you reply to a post like this. You jump in with your two best, your two good choices. I was like, my top three are Dillard, Gilmore, and Dean. They've been leveling up. Chris Graves is on my radar. And even Crazy Man goes, Dean's one of my best friends and he's fantastic, but he's like nowhere near these two. Like everybody was having like, this guy got all like, this is delusional. And I'm pretty sure Dillard knows that. And that's why he's not commenting. I'm like, well, then you don't know the man. Dillard doesn't.
Is there some B.A. Turner comments on this thread?
B.A. and Hojo got into a little bit of a beef, right? Because like
how bad?
Hojo, let me go to the thread because I don't want to misquote anybody because I think I smoothed it over after a little bit. I let them go at it. Okay.
Hey, Anthony, I just want to ask a quick question. Isn't CG supposed to be the place where we allow artists and writers create their best work ever, not their best mid work ever?
Right. Yeah.
Also,
That's
William,
what it's
you're
supposed to be.
You're roboting, brother. I don't know if you're doing something.
You're actually embracing Soundwave now.
Where was the Hojo?
Yeah.
There's Hojo here.
Of course we want the best work. I mean,
oh, here we go.
That was one of the things as well. It was like mainstream comics are starting to suck. The quality is starting to suck. Like one of the things that was like pushing me to YouTube, pushing me to your boy Zach, was like me going to the comic store and seeing Marvel hiring artists that fucking sucked. Like it was hard to be like, I'm not going to buy comic books from people who draw less than less than me. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're drawing for Marvel, you should be fucking top notch. But like the shit that they were pumping out was like mediocre as fuck. And it was oh, well, this person was a former sex worker and now black and in a wheelchair, so that's why they're fucking drawing. You know what I mean? It was just like, what the fuck?
I think the worst book that I've ever read that came out of DC was I Am Not Starfire.
Yeah. So it's like that's another thing. It was like, hey, Comicsgate, we're doing comic books how they used to do them. You know, before shit got weird. I guess that's what it evolved into, you know. At first it was like, what the fuck is all this shit? Like the first step is, what the fuck is all this? Why are they doing this to our books? Okay, and then it's maybe we should do something about it. And then it's okay, we're doing something, and now it's, I don't know.
All right, so this is where it starts. This is where I start talking about like, you know, Gilmore and Dean, and you know, because like I wanted to start the conversation. Like, let's talk about artists, man. Let's talk about like who's your favorite artist. That was the whole point of this, but like I did it like real nasty, and I purposely did it nasty to weed out the douchebags, right? And but Hojo said, he's like, and I've worked with all three. Top that. I was like, I've also worked with all three, and I can throw in a Jason Bascom and Anthony Figueroa. And then he goes, I'll raise you the best wraparound cover in this space. Remember the name, and that's his like artist name, Dimitri, whatever. Yeah. So and he's just
that's not bad. That's okay.
Yeah, but he was just promoting his cover. You know what I mean? He was just hyping up his artist. Like that's what you're supposed to do, right? So I'm like,
where the fuck is Kami Mark posting my shit?
Right?
You greasy little grimy fucker.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
So then BA comes in and goes, it's good, but the best, that's a stretch. And he goes, and Hojo tries to play it off because we're having fun, right? Like
fucking.
So and Hojo says, well, I'm pretty limber. And he goes, seems so. And he goes, I don't understand why you interrupted a clear kayfabe between two creators. And he goes, this isn't the first time you've been cocky, kayfabe or not. And then he's like, sorry you feel that way. There's a difference between confidence and cockiness in my eyes. Do I think I'm better than you or any others? No. I don't make broad statements like that. I'm more confident in those I work with than tooting my own horn. You made it sound like the statement of fact that your cover was the best in this space. That is obvious, an obvious falsehood. You know,
oh my!
I think the man may have reading.
Bro, why is he such a fucking pedantic bitch?
It doesn't matter if it's confidence or not. It would be different if you had a Keown cover or something.
Poopy pants.
And he goes, didn't I say wraparound cover? Yes. Wasn't I pumping up my artist? Yes. Did I make mention it was partially my layout? No. And they keep going. And I said, BA, this is what I've been saying for months. Everyone is so wrapped up in the bloodlust for Eric July and Yellow Flash that one, they don't even realize it. And two, they don't even recognize good old fun as well as support. Look at the comments in my thread. People are butthurt that I propped up Dillard. And
another thing is like, you're wondering why not a whole lot of people are covering this whole debacle between Eric July and Ethan.
It's stupid because it's super fucking personal. It's super it's Ethan's go-to tactic of, I have a personal beef with somebody, so I'm going to make it everybody's fucking problem.
Well, you know what's so funny about this to me, right? As somebody who's been around a while, I remember when Hojo and BA both came on the scene. They came on the scene around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were even both on my show when I was doing promo streams.
I've had them both on fucking this show. Both of them have been on this show to promote their stuff.
I want to say, I even think that they were on at the same time on my show. And it's so weird to me to see them. And it's not the first time I've seen creators who come on the scene at the same time, like have a beef or a split or something. It's really weird. He goes, my response had nothing to do with that. Just not a fan of cockiness in this space. And I wanted to be like, that's like,
get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, dude. I'll be cocky as I fucking want.
That was I wanted to be like, that's like half the people. Right.
Meanwhile, this guy's
dude, and you know, it's like we are no longer in the era of like, hey, I'm this little artist and I'm fucking, gonna send my shit to the publisher. Like, no, like you're now here. You're fucking promoting yourself. You're talking about yourself. You have to have your own voice to promote your shit, to build your platform. So to be like, why are you like, should I just be on here and like, gosh, guys, I it's really horrible. Nobody fucking like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Nobody fucking wants to hear that shit. Nobody wants to see that shit. They want to be like, I'm fucking drawing ninjas and my dick's hard when I'm doing it. It's fucking dope.
I wanted to be like, weren't you the guy who posted a bodybuilding picture of yourself? But I was like, you know what? Let me not get into that. Because I actually like the I know when
he wasn't getting weird about the Eric July shit. Like he was fine. Like he came on his show and like he was like talking about weightlifting and how he was doing like natural weightlifting and shit.
Now that's good.
And I let him fucking talk. I was like, yeah, man, that's pretty cool. You know, weightlifting without steroids, good stuff, man. Good, you know, it's better than doing crack. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of people don't like BA or whatever because
of not getting fucking monkeypox. I don't know
because of it. No, I know a lot of people don't like him. I know a lot of people don't like him because of his takes on like the Eric July situation and everything. I got no like, listen, people don't want to like Eric July, don't like Eric July. I think if you're going to go on and on and on about it, it becomes tiresome, and I'm going to stop watching your content, and then which means I'm going to stop missing your updates on your projects, and which means I probably will miss out on backing one of your books. That's what that means, as far as I'm concerned. One lost backer, if you're okay with that, then that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not gonna hold grudges anymore. But it goes, I said, come on, man, just have some fun with us. And then he goes, sure, it could be fun, but many folks claim to hate drama and not do drama, blah blah blah, but purposely make tweets that are controversial and invite drama with the hope of generating engagement.
Yes, dude, this is healthy drama, you fucking retard.
Yeah,
right, this is extremely healthy. Like, yes to generating content, yes to generating engagement, because that's what you want. You want to have more followers so that you could have more people looking at your book. Like, and so stupid and sideways, man. Holy fuck. Sorry, Dark. This is fucking wild, man. This guy is like so ass backwards. I think it's from cat scratch fever or whatever. I don't know.
what you call it? I
Can
said,
I-
I said,
Did somebody say
Can I ask a
content?
quick question? Just one quick question.
Mhm.
To everybody on the panel, do I have your phone numbers?
No.
no.
So can I personally reach out and contact you in any sort of way whatsoever?
Nope.
No, I mean
No.
DM
So
on Twitter.
the only way that we have to talk to one another, whether I be on a live stream, is Twitter. So
Right,
how is us talking on Twitter hateful? It's a conversation that we're having amongst ourselves that other people that see a comment that because they follow somebody and that it comes up in their feed, and all of a sudden they interject themselves in a conversation, a normal conversation that we're having about whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
Right.
that's right.
And but
I-
he could do little things about like Iron Age or CG.
And
So
to-
so he could do like weird fucking
Well,
like
hold
made
on,
up drama.
hold on, I get to it.
Okay, all right,
like,
my bad.
So
Go ahead.
I go, dude, we're literally having a poker game of artists we've worked with.
Mhm.
My post got, my post got engagement. It got people talking about artists in this scene. The only ones who have issues with it are the ones who can't let go of some stupid internet beefs. I know you can though, so just do it and have fun.
I mean,
And
he
then-
has a real hard way of showing the capability. I mean, you're giving him
No,
the-
because I remember, and I say this to him too. I go, I remember when you came on the scene, you'd be out here palling around, goofing off. I go, you haven't done any of that since last winter.
Mm-hmm.
I said that to him. And I go, he goes, you're taking advantage of the recent announcement and drama. That's fine. But me pointing out what seemed like cockiness from someone has nothing to do with internet beefs. And I said, wait, it's okay to, quote, take advantage of recent announcements if your YouTube has over 100,000 subs and can stream stream about it for 25% of the day. But if I only have a small following, it's bad for him to make one Twitter post. It's like Pete Callen calling me retarded for boosting Dillard as the best artist, but applaud EVS for boosting Liam as having the best comic.
Yeah.
Rules for thee, but not for me, I guess. Come on, man. You know, and then he goes, I just said that it's fine. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
now
watched
he's
it.
Let's
fucking
also be real,
backtracking.
too. Let's be real too. Anyone that is interested in a certain project will want to see it grow and be talked about.
Yes.
I
Not only
just
that,
want to
but-
take a quick second and say, "Hail, Lord Raptor Jesus."
Hello, Lord Raptor.
What's up, Raptor?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Anyway,
Sorry.
but
I think I had finally got to him because there was a point where Nick says BA needs a hug, and I just said BA needs to have fun again, and that's where I was telling him about like when he first came on the scene. I think I want to say I hope I woke him up a little. Like there was no reason like he jumped into this and started a fight with Hojo when all we were doing was pumping each other up, man.
Yeah.
well,
This
not
is
only
another
that,
bullshit writer needing to be fucking relevant while the
to add
artists do
on
all the
to
work.
this, what I was trying to get at earlier was not only what is Anthony trying to, get engagement, but he's also able to share artwork with his followers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Artwork from other people. You see this all the time on Twitter. So I don't see why this is a big deal of artists sharing other works of art.
Yeah, like this is where I was referring to poker because he was like, "How about Stephanie Renee and this guy?" And I was like, "I'll raise you a boob, Dan, Billy Basco, Quaff, Doc Blaylock, an upcoming piece by Matt Barr." Like we were just having fun,
Yeah.
like. And
What's up?
we should.
What's up, Paul Sarts?
Yo, what's
Hey,
up,
what's up,
Pops?
guys?
Oh, what's up? I'm just looking for that next part of the thread.
I got all these
where-
cool people showing up, but no
But
motherfuckers showing up. I got no
And then-
BTM showing up, no Nick. This
Never
fucking
gonna happen.
bushy foreskin won't show up. Did you see the photo? Did you see the T-shirt that he made for me today?
Oh yeah, I did.
No.
Wait, there's a T-shirt?
Yeah,
he made a
a
T-shirt, dude.
Let's see this
headloom.
shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
I fucking pulled his pants down and spanked his ass, bro. And when he ran and just drew a little picture.
All I did was reply to Exwordio's meme saying I'm saving this, and he blocked me immediately.
Oh, here we go. Because
Yeah.
BA needs a hug. I go,
Nicholas, you can come on too, bitch. All
He
you
goes,
motherfuckers.
he said,
need to
BA
post
needs
the
a
link
hug.
again.
And I said, he needs to have fun again. He's like, I'm having fun creating. I go, as are we all. That isn't my point. I remember when you came on the scene and you were out here goofing and palling around with all of us. Not so much since this past winter. Anyway, we cool, man. Just don't take things so serious. He's like, yeah, we're cool. Your perception is a result of me having
Lord.
several folks try to make me look bad, and fence sitters taking passive aggressive digs at me and others. You've seen how folks in your chat and others have tried to drag my name through the mud. That takes the fun out of it, but would rather have that than pal around with some of the assholes in the space who try to smear small indies. Not referring to you, just to be clear. I said, bro, I get it. I've been there. Hell, I still am. Haters of me are in my chat and my friends' chats. It is what it is. Not going to let them stop me from being me. And I'm sure as hell ain't going to let them jade me into someone I'm not. Point is, you'll get used to it. And then Peter even says, yep, you get used to it and you'll learn to ignore it. They fuck off eventually. Yeah.
Something Bosch hasn't learned.
And then somewhere in here, Nick goes, Dark Gift's the most misunderstood person in Comicsgate.
No,
I was like, salute.
If you're autistic.
Well, I think that, the reason why, I don't know, on Wiggle show, Wiggle, pointed out the fact that B.A. Turner was posing in a banana hammock in front of his cat box. And ever since then, B.A. Turner has gotten very much vocal on Twitter against anybody that's like the uppity boys or, Lord Raptor's Jesus's crew.
Giving
and
his
he's just
bad review.
Yeah.
Like that's
And
another thing too, is he's a hypocrite as well. We're supposed to take criticism, right? No matter what.
Right.
That's what Ethan said, and BA agreed to that. He's saying that the review that what was that guy's name?
Dick?
That
Masterson?
was no, it wasn't Dick Masterson. It was
the one that gave him a review? I don't remember. I saw a little bit of that. I know.
Yeah.
Was that
anyway,
the one from his Indiegogo page?
I believe so.
I
I
know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's the only one he's responded to on his Indiegogo page. Yeah,
he was like, "Oh, this is a fake. This is a bad faith review and such."
Right, clout. You're trying to get clout from me.
When the
fuck? Nobody's. Yeah,
that's a new catchphrase, man. Clout. Everybody's getting clout. Oh, you want a refund? You must be looking for clout.
But I thought there was no such thing as bad faith criticism.
Matt.
Yes.
I'll ask Matt saying to read the chat. We need to
read the chat. What am I reading?
Let's scroll up.
You tell a Lasmat to get in here and stop being hateful from the chat.
Okay, I got up to when Raptor came in because I think that was like right around the last time he read. So let's see. Johnny Apocalypse has joined the chat. How you doing, Johnny?
What's up, Johnny?
Yes, sir. What's up, buddy?
James Hurley. James Hurley says BA needs to chill and not hang out with Frog Tony. That's probably a good point.
Yeah,
for sure.
Get out.
Joe M. Sontag says, I think any creator should think their project is the best. That's the point. You're not going to sit there and go, yeah, my shit sucks. That's for other people to do. You're the hype man. You're supposed to be selling your product,
Yes. Oh,
you listen to the criticism and you implement it in the background, but you don't acknowledge it and say, yeah, you're right. My shit did suck. I'm going to fix that. No, you'd be like, thank you for your opinion. And then you fix it in the back and then you still hype your shit like it's the best fucking thing on earth. Go ahead, William.
Can I just need to do a shout out for my boy, Wiggle Wiggle. Back his book. He's only got 20 some odd copies. Get your shit, man. Get the book, cut that coupon out. Let's do it.
2017 left.
That is the shit. That book is the shit. It's
great.
The fucking start of something dope, man. You got to get the book. You got to cut out the coupon. You got to get 2 motherfucking copies. You cut out the copy. You cut out the coupon of one. You send it away, and then you keep the other copy intact. Lots of fucking dope shit. Got done on time. It's coming to you. It's hot and ready, dude. We're already talking about the second one and the third one.
Akuma says DG haters unite. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up to the chat. Hold on a second.
I know it's moving fast.
I got interested.
Wiggles. I'm sorry. Anthony, I'm sorry.
ahead,
Wiggles book is the most the Wiggles book is the most interactive comic book I've seen since the 80s. You actually have to engage with it to get anything from it. I mean,
You have to actually.
That's the best part of a show too.
Can I give you a little hint? All right, we got 77. Like, share, okay? Please give me some subs. God damn it! I need some subs. I'm not even at 1,000 subs. So here's one of our ideas for not the next issue, but the issue after. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do several black pages, just solid black, and then we're gonna give you several pages of panels, and you cut out the panels, and then you could put them on the black pages, and you can make your own make your own pages on those. So it's
several black pages like
you gotta get them with so that like they have like that adhesive on the back, so when you stick them on they don't peel off. You know what I mean? You don't want
it's gonna be stickers. So you're gonna get the panels as stickers, and then you peel the panels off and you put them on that page as how you want.
Dude.
James
like
Hurley says B.A. Turner has been going after Brian Crisco. Linkovich says everyone loves the slums.
Yes, why not?
Who's going after the slums right now?
Nobody. Linkovich says everybody loves the slums.
Everybody loves.
EVS now e-fapping bar streams like last night. All right.
EVS is e-fapping my streams.
Yep. Sure,
dude. I'm not even watching that fucking cornball shit anymore, dude. I don't even give a fuck.
Have here?
Hold on. I'm catching up. Hold on.
Paulus, that's beautiful art from Matt Barr.
Nice. I'm actually revising it, dude. Can I be honest? I don't like the mouth and the teeth. I'm actually revising that tonight. I reached out to fucking Yellow Flash and was like, I don't like the fucking mouth, bro.
Did you color that?
Yeah, I was, dude, it is such a pain in the ass to flag.
All right. Alasmat says, read the chat. Garfield says, I don't always agree with DG, but I appreciate him speaking his mind. Batsaw says he smeared all Iron Age after a bunch of people had him on their show. What's up, Jim O'Reilly? He's in the, Jim O'Reilly's here.
This fucking guy, KSS. Salty.
Batsy Bella's here.
But fuck Salty, like came on here, was super cool, asked me to do some fucking work for him. I fucking did it. I gave him multiple sketches, let him pick, let him do his fucking art direction. I didn't give a fuck. He was like, how much do I owe you? I said, you pay me whatever you want. Then fucking like he comes on this show, he gets put in his place by Wiggles. And then he goes, and so dude, I think he pays me like $300 for this cover, right? He then spends $120 in super chats to Ethan saying how I fucked up the drawing and how he had to have somebody else fucking come in and fucking do the face and shit.
Yeah, I saw him talking shit.
You have the drawing?
Yeah, let me pull it up. I'll pull it up.
Oh, I should ask.
I was like, he was like, you have your face is all fucked up, and I was like, the last fucking messages I got from you, dude, were it's fucking awesome. Like if you were like, hey man, could you fix her face? Could you like anything like that? I would have been like, yeah, no problem.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? But instead of like saying, okay, man, could you revise this for me? He just goes, this is fucking awesome, dude. Here's some comics. Where should I send them to? And then like goes on to fucking Ethan shit and is like, yeah, he fucked up my shit. I don't know how I'm going to sell these comic books because of his behavior. Like he was just fucking going off, dude.
Well, Zombie and Shifter are both here. Sorry, Raptor. I'm trying to.
Speaking of fucked up on their comic, apparently Matt Martin has announced that he will no longer be using Ethan to publish Snowman.
I can't blame him after the way his packages came out.
Yeah, those packages were fucking rough, dude.
Were they fucked up?
They were very.
Was that the one where like the boxes were all ripped and shit?
Yep.
Oh,
hell, Wiggle.
Boxes blown out. Don't look. I mean, it was the cheapest of cardboard for shipping.
What do you expect from Ethan?
Jean-Luc says the eyeball has too much of an angle and straighten it out. Mouth and teeth are too small. I think that's what Matt was gonna fix.
I'm erasing that whole fucking mouth. Like I didn't like it. before, and I didn't like it now. It's not a mouth that I would draw. So other than that, I like it. I like how it came out. I sent him like 3 different sketches, and that was the one he picked. It's so funny, dude, because it's like, oh, you did a fucking cover for Yellow Flash, blah 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 blah. You fucking up Yellow Flash's ass, and it's like, not really. Like, he has fucking Anna on his show. Like, I doubt fucking Yellow Flash will ever have me on the show because of Anna. I'm actually surprised Yellow Flash hired me to do a cover because of the gnarly shit that I've said about Anna. That I will continue to say.
He can pretty much keep it. You know, I'm friends with this one, I'm friends with that one, and I'll stay out of the way, type of thing.
And also think business.
But yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, it's like, listen, that was just the thing between BA and Hojo where it got a little weird. But like, he wasn't the only one that, like, he took more offense to what Hojo said than what I said. What my tweet was like Pete Callen here going respectfully to Dillard, but not a chance. Why do people feel the need to flex their retardation? It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, man.
Wow.
That's what I was referring to when I was talking with BA. I was like, this guy is sitting here calling me a retard for like propping up Dillard, but he'll applaud EVS for propping up Liam. Like, what's the difference here?
The difference is that Pete is a fucking tumor growing off of Ethan's side. Like, this guy fucking makes jewelry for Ethan and him to wear together.
Well, to be fair, that was his wife. His wife did that. So
it's still fucking bizarre, dude. To be like, hey, honey, can you make me a necklace and I can mail it to this other man and then we can wear it together? It's still fucking bizarre, bro.
It is weird.
No, it's really. You get into a certain space, and people that everybody has fans. So the Pete Callen and his wife, they're fans.
Made him a Sonichu medallion. Yeah,
sure.
Sure. There you go.
What's
next? Hear you.
You gave him an incantation to read out.
Everybody has fans. Some of Ethan's fans lash out at other fucking artists and shit. Yeah.
Some fans like to do pornos.
Well.
Or make projects like Cody Valiant.
Some fans get pissed on. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what and I didn't even go through the people in Pete in Pete's replies, but they were like, it was like, I'll never support Dillard. He made his choice. He sided with Yellow. Like, dude, this deal was in process way before any beef went down. Yeah. Like, shut the fuck up. He made his choice. He said, and then he was like. I forget who the person was. But
Too late, homie.
He's like, if I recall correctly, and I might be misremembering, he had some choice words about Comicsgate. I'm like, yeah, then you're misremembering because Dylan will tell you he's the values of Comicsgate to the core. You know what I mean? Regardless of who he's friends with and doing work for.
According to last night, Anthony, a lot of us don't even know what CG is anymore. You backed all these years, but they don't even know what CG is.
I saw a comment the other day saying
Ethan.
Ethan.
Those who think you can leave CG are never CG.
Right.
He's
girls fucked up.
You got Lidl here. She goes, he's absolutely fantastic, but come on, you got the Bartons and Rob Willis. And then I pulled, like, remember when Malin and EVS were having the conversation about Dino King before he revealed Dino King? I was like, love him, but better. Like, meaning Billy. I was like, I love the Barton brothers and Rob Willis, but Dillard's better. Like, I was just, like, it was just, it's so weird. These people have like when you got people like me, like with Crazy Man understanding like exactly what I'm doing here, and he drops his two. And me and Crazy Man we don't get along at all.
He just straight up lies about shit, dude.
We don't get along, but like, what you call it? Like, he's like really good friends with Dean James, who I'm good friends with, and he's like the artist on Lightbringer too, So like, we kind of stay out of each other's way. We don't argue anymore because of Dean. But like, I said to him, I go, this is how you reply to a post like this, not with like all the triggered folks crying about associations. I was like, you drop your fucking favorite artist. Like, no, man, you're fucking wrong. This guy's better. I actually started following 3 different new artists on this that I had no clue about just because of this thread.
Look at Dillard has been here for what? Since 2018, just kind of like doing his own little thing. He was on the original, Comicsgate shows, back in the day. And the only crime that Dillard did was draw a book for Yellow Flash, and the only reason why Dillard is even a topic point is because Ethan made a point of talking about his 40%.
Yep.
And him getting screwed over by Yellow Flash. That's the only reason why we're having this conversation about John.
He's a proxy to attack Yellow Flash.
Yep.
Yes.
How fucked up is that? Like this guy who's like made the Buckler. He's been doing all kinds of work. He did like the Rift Riders. He's done all kinds of work in CG. Nah, man.
How many
throw him right off the fucking cliff.
Doesn't have a bad word to say about anybody.
How many styles can that man do?
Dude, multiple.
He did Lord Raptor Jesus' Avatar.
Look at the Buckler. Yeah, he did that. He did Finatra's Avatar. He did the original Buckler. He did Rift Riders, totally different style. He did the Buckler Ashcan in that like Ren and Stimpy cartoon style. Like the guy is so versatile when it comes to putting a pen to a paper. It's like, and listen, that was something else I said also. I go, this is exactly what it's about. This just goes to show you how art is, I didn't use the term subjective because I hate that term, but art is in the eye of the beholder, right? We acknowledge that all these people that everybody's mentioning in this thread is great.
Thank you,
we all have our favorite, right? We all have our favorites, and that's what it is. And it's like, just appreciate
it's not about
what you guys are doing, man.
Right. It's not about favorites. It's supposed to be about art and promoting, artists. And
no, it could be about favorites. Like, William, you have your favorite. I have mine. They don't necessarily have to be the same, but we could acknowledge, like, if I say Dillard's the best and you say, no, Matt Barr's the best, we can both acknowledge they're great artists, but your favorite is Matt and mine is Dillard, right? Like, so.
But I'm not going to beat you over the head with a bat like it is right now.
Right. Well, that was the point of this thread. And for the most part, out of like the 30-something comments or replies that I got to it, 25 were all like knew like what to do. Like everybody was in there going, no, man, I like this person better than I like this person. There was like maybe 5 or 6 people that were like, no, fuck Dillard. Fuck Dillard.
I gotta beat the fuck out of Chris. Yes. Look what we got here.
Yeah, look at these boxes here. This is what Matt Martin received for his snowman. This is what shit food said.
What is this nonsense?
Yeah, I don't.
Is that the?
These are the books that
Mike's busy making money with his coins. He wants to know what's going on here, guys.
Well, what?
So
what the fuck are those boxes? What
these
is
are books that Matt Martin received.
That he got himself?
Yeah.
Those are the boxes that were sent to Snowman.
Those came from the familiar.
Yeah.
Where does Matt live?
They came from the fulfillment center.
No, just kidding.
I believe so.
So if you look at the other tweet that he made, can you pull that up real quick?
That's a travesty, man.
I posted in the private chat.
It almost looks like it's passive aggressive. Like, here's your fucking books.
Yeah, I wrap them in tissue paper and send them.
Gotta be the post, whatever shit like UPS or post office. That can't be.
No. That's no. Look at the tape. That is from Ethan. That is Ethan's tape.
No, I get who sent it to him. That's why I asked where does Matt live? How far did it have to travel? Like that. I don't know, man.
Matt Martin,
you know what? Just for
a cave in Norway, apparently.
Just for the sake of like transparency, anytime I have to send like a big shipment like that to somebody, I'm taking a picture and sending it to them as I drop it off. This way they can't blame me. Like, you sent it this way. No, I didn't.
There you go.
But
oh my god.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because people are gonna go, he did that on purpose. Like, it's like.
Yeah, I have the other tweet pulled up too, Matt.
All right,
well,
here we go.
Even if it's not sent for the purpose of it getting damaged, dude, that's single corrugated cardboard. Those boxes probably weigh 40 to 60 pounds each. You might as well have wrapped it in tissue paper.
I mean, that's a point.
Who does he have over in his warehouse?
Okay, you can zoom in on that one on the right. That's single corrugate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are all damaged, man. It's just a shame.
Lasmat says I'm dividing the community again.
Look at Star Wars girl. Look at Star Wars girl over there. She's going, UPS and USPS are the worst. They just don't care. They'll tell you everybody's dead and bring your fucking calendars back.
It is about to be September, and the 2024 calendar still hasn't shipped.
Got some fucking balls, Matt Barr.
Huge.
Oh shit, Dillard's here.
Well, dropping links to his show in my private link room.
Yes. Huge balls and a tiny little cock.
What's up,
He's
Dillard?
assembling in a team.
Oh, nothing, just going good. I just wanted to drop by and say hi because I got a show. I haven't even looked at the stories yet for the show.
That's right. After this at 8 o'clock, everybody head on over to Dillard's for Am I an Asshole?
If I don't show up, if I don't show up, am I the asshole?
Of course.
Yes.
Dillard, I made a tweet today suggesting someone was a great artist. Am I the asshole?
I think that's that should be brought up.
It should be covered.
What are you talking about?
Should be covered, yes. Anyways, very bad shipping.
But you asked what was your favorite attacker.
What is this shipping? What is this from?
This would be Ethan shipping Matt Martin's books.
Are you not banning Emerald Plains?
Yeah.
That's wild. He just was like, yo, here's all your books, kid, later.
Coastline. You're going to ban Coastline, aren't they?
And wasn't he like bitching about how Eric was spending too much on packaging?
Wait, can you zoom in on?
Dude, it's gonna be so nice to not have
issue?
to deal with shipping and packaging and all that.
Right.
All right.
Which one are you?
The actual.
That's right. You're getting the Ripacin treatment, yes?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Congratulations on that.
That's dope, dude.
Well, even let me.
Yeah, like
I mean,
all
just
of,
in the
all
sense of like
shipping,
of
all
like
the,
not having to worry
change of
about
addresses,
Yes.
all the communication. It's all going to be done, and they have like a stellar reputation so far. Of like,
Yeah, I'm
you know,
going to
customer
reshare my
service.
screen again.
Dude, just like that has been like the holy fuck moment for me with like a campaign of like I'm gonna have to turn my garage into a shipping center. But
yeah,
the idea of getting a fulfillment company. I mean, if you go with Ripa, there's other ones out there.
Well, Ripa's
But,
a publisher, right? Not just fulfillment.
Yep.
Oh,
he said he was
publishing
doing
as
everything.
well.
He was doing printing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dillard. Printing, shipping, and publishing. So
you're correct.
How
Yeah,
awesome is that to take that off the
confusion
table
about that.
for you?
Fucking super awesome. It's like a 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
anyways, are we going back to the Isal Gaib
Well, I
hater?
wanted to make the point that if you look at that comic book, the size of the
Yep.
all caps,
Can you
the
Can you
size of
switch
the all
back to my
caps
screen?
logo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even have a problem with it. It's the publisher goes in that corner. That's traditionally, you can see it from here. Look how big the all caps logo is on the upper left corner, right? Of the
Right.
comic book itself. That's standard. And freaking you got Vito out there like complaining that Yellow Flash is a cuck for letting him have the Ripasend logo on the cover. I'm like, that's traditionally where the freaking logo goes.
I mean, are
That's
you
what the
going
publisher.
Matt Martin
Yeah.
too?
the
for
publisher
doing the
logo
same thing?
goes.
Look, that's exactly like when that's exactly where my logo goes on Doc's books.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just some people just need to find complain about absolutely everything, even stuff that's like
Yeah,
Well,
Doc's
I mean,
logo
but that-
goes at
that
the
meant-
bottom where the UPC bar would be, but we don't have UPC bars, so I put Doc's logo there and my logo at the top.
Well, that many boxes. Why didn't it get shipped on a skid and shrink wrapped and cornered? I don't.
That's actually a very good
probably
question.
it probably cost $12 extra.
Yeah, and Ethan doesn't have that apparently. Too much
That's
money.
bullshit. Then
What did Matt Martin have to say in the tweet about this? What does the tweet say?
So this is I gotta reach. God damn it! I gotta reshare my screen now.
Yeah, if you post this picture, it's because you're unhappy, right? Or is he like, hey, the books are in.
So
We'll be going
first
downstairs.
we read-
Yeah. Hey, my books are
Well,
here.
he
They're
was
all
blaming the
spilled out all
he-
over
he was
fucking
blaming the-
driveway.
He was passive aggressively blaming UPS. He said,
Oh, the
du-
UPS dumped up the leftovers.
Yeah.
Books in my drive. These are not.
Yeah.
well, why? How come we don't have pictures from Trent Kanuga then? You know about how
know.
disrespected he was when they did the Creed, whatever the the
Did
crossover book.
Did you just go over, because I just got here, obviously. Did you go over him actually posting his logo for his new independent publishing company?
No.
Let me pull that up, actually. Here it is.
It looked good.
Oh,
Matt.
yeah.
I mean, Mike, it really did look good.
Yeah. And then that guy down there. What happened to
Did you do that logo, Matt? That looks like a Matt logo.
No, I didn't.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
What happened to the whole
Looks pretty
caps?
good.
Even decided not to publish Snowman again.
And then threw them at my house.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So we have Ethan's response here. The book is awesome. 2 reasons. 1, I'm preoccupied with my own responsibilities right now, both family and work.
And Ripa.
Eric July specifically.
Yeah.
Number 2, Matt wants to do slightly more adult content with Snowman, and he should do whatever he wants with his own book. It's just not what all caps should be publishing, I might add. But he has a big audience now, and he'll do great without us. I'll start promoting his campaigns.
But I thought that was the whole point of Ethan doing that other brand, the one that Black Riding Hood just went under.
Comicsgate Arena or whatever.
Yes. It was Arena. Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it was Arena.
He published
Arena,
Black
okay.
Riding Hood, didn't he? So he wants to do
That was under
more-
Arena. He's gonna do
more-
Elephant
more
under
hard R
Arena as well.
N-words, less adult. That's what all caps should be publishing. More racism.
Yes.
Well, that's
Oh
coming
my
with the
God,
master
dude.
race.
Love the racism.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Master Racers. It's just.
Oh my God.
That's a name. You gotta give him credit.
It's a funny name, but it's not
That's
a
a
great
choice.
business idea.
Yeah. That'd be a funny like meme or joke. It's
Yeah, but in this case, he turned the meme into an actual business move for some reason.
No, not really. If you think about it, I mean, how many times has he talked about like when the Green Lantern and the White Power Ring?
Yeah.
No, William,
So,
we're saying
it's
that you're
always-
taking a racist joke and turning it into a business model, and you're putting other people's names and their companies into that. So you're making them stand behind a stupid racist joke that's just a stupid racist joke that should just stay a stupid racist joke. Thank you.
And I agree with you, but I'm saying that Ethan has always done racist jokes.
Right, but his point is that he wasn't dragging other people's livelihoods along with him.
Now he is.
He dragged DC. He dragged DC along with him when
Yeah,
he made
since I
Mein Kampf.
care about that.
How big do you
not
think
exactly
Ethan
everyone.
was in DC there, William? You know,
Not very.
Ethan's a nobody, right? Like he had a few projects,
Yeah.
but like he's not really like the glue that holds DC together. Right?
Oh, Raptor, me and you will never disagree.
Thank you.
As he pulls out the 9mm.
Yeah, I didn't really. I like the last thing that I remember seeing from Ethan was his new X-Men shit. Like I remember reading Frank Quietly and being like, "This is some dope shit," and then going and picking up the new issue, and it was Ethan. It was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I don't like Green Lantern. I mean, like when he was doing his Green Lantern shit, I had already like phased out superhero shit. I just didn't care.
Right.
Blueberries.
Berries. Yo, guys, did you see this? This is the fucking Headroom T-shirt. This is a Bushy Foreskin. He made foreskin, and he's the winner of the Mohammed contest. He's now officially Comicsgate, so that's good for him.
He's stepping into the kitchen, and he can't take the heat, I would say.
No. So I said some shit to him, and this was his reaction, was to make this T-shirt. Doesn't address anything that I said, just like goes and makes his T-shirt, and then starts.
I thought that the head wound was on the back of your head.
I don't even know anymore. It's either on the front or back on maybe like Sunday or maybe Wednesday.
I actually had a whole head transplant. This isn't even my original head.
I've
what
seen
I
that.
I've seen
It's revolutionary. It's very big,
All
very
starting to make
huge,
sense now.
very huge.
Yeah.
I've seen so
Actually,
much
the only
better
head wound that I
memes all
have is
day.
my foreskin. Like my circumcision is the only
Here we go.
head wound that I've ever sustained.
What did I miss here?
Brother.
A lot.
So, brother, right? So one of the things it was like,
what you
here's
mean on
a
the
joke. Here's a bushy foreskin, and he's like, Here's USA breaking at a Kamala
God
event.
damn it, StreamYards is censoring it.
Right?
Oh,
They're
God.
censoring bushy
White.
foreskin.
It's white.
Yeah, he's just posting one image. It's just like a white image, right? And you're like,
I thought it was actually the.
But then he like uses the same joke. Like,
Right, is that because he's a white supremacist?
I don't know.
Wait,
Maybe
I
that's
stepped away for a second. What is with these white squares?
Ah, damn.
We're talking about his head wound. DG, thank you.
No, I get that. I'm talking about the white square.
I mean, go back and.
Oh, he's very pro-white.
Oh, shut up.
Very white.
Yeah, it's like, remember the black square? For
Everybody
Black Lives
stop
Matter?
the show. I was away for 14 minutes. Catch me up.
That's a white.
Tell me
that's a White
what
Lives
the
Matter
fuck
square.
the white square
Kirk is like,
means.
I stepped away and made some crepes with a nice raspberry.
It's taking you longer to fucking mock me for asking than just tell me what the fuck the white square is.
Yeah,
But
but
to receive my
what's wrong.
delivery of cannolis.
You remember they
we're
put
over
The
here,
white square
we're
must
at,
be for White History
bushy
Month.
foreskin.
George Floyd was killed. It was the
We're
black
checking
square.
out bushy foreskin.
Yeah.
This is the white square for all the white people that have been killed recently.
Oh, that's supposed to be a
Oh
joke.
my gosh.
Well, so this guy is like, hey, so
It's a horrible joke.
it's a really bad joke. So he's like, hey, this is USA breaking out at a Kamala event, right? So this was an hour ago.
Oh, I think I
He
get it. 'cause it's a
He
lot of
posted white
people.
yeah, it like
A lot of
get
white
it. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking
Oh,
dad
yeah,
joke.
no.
It's fucking goofy as shit. 4 hours ago, he used it again, or he had already used it.
Yes.
But it was like, here's Matt Barr controlling his emotions.
Blank. I don't know. I honestly don't get the
Nailed it,
joke.
bro.
Swing and a miss.
Nailed it, bro. And then he made
Yes.
he made this cool design. That's pretty good.
Help.
Yeah. The help is
Oh
too
my
small.
God.
So it's
Yeah.
a black guy.
But
with a head wound?
Wow.
It's dope
Yes.
that I've like inspired him to draw something other than the homeless man that molested him.
Oh,
That's the rumor. Like
Oh.
he's telling everybody that he's just been drawing Mohammed over and over, but it's really like his uncle. And he just can't get the taste of his uncle out of his mouth even after all these years. So he's
I mean, who could? I mean, he doesn't wash. He doesn't wash.
breaking
There-
news.
Oh,
Breaking news. I guess,
This is Pigman. Like, dude, bro, you're in your 50s. Like Mike.
Pig
Am
man.
I wrong?
The
This
award
motherfucker is in his 50s and
It
he's
is.
drawing shit like it's on the Trapper Keeper.
I still award
Get the
nominee.
fuck off the Trapper Keeper, you fucking cornball.
See, boss. This is
Oh,
how
look at
you
this.
do insults.
He used the same fucking joke 20 hours ago, you fucking unoriginal moron. Welcome to fucking new CG, you dipshit.
Get better material.
The guy draws like he's drawn on a trapper keeper. Like, dude,
Hopefully
next
one of
level
those
insults.
white
I love
squares
it.
will land and it'll go viral.
Who is
Quick
this?
side
Who is
note,
this
real
man?
quick. According to CBR, Liam has privated all his streams today.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Why?
What, whose job is it to record his streams before they
homosexuality.
get
What lie did he say on Twitter that he's trying to hide over on YouTube?
Yeah. It's a very good question.
Oh.
Anyways, back to this.
Like, even though that's humongous news, I have
Is it
to
the
go
fake drawing shit?
Get ready for my show. I'll see you
Hey,
guys later.
hey, I
Thanks for
have-
having me.
I'll see you
Dude,
over
the
there.
fake
later,
drawing was wild, bro.
Have a good
You
day.
I have
watched
a
that
request.
shit last night? Wild.
Got Matt, I have a request because I don't watch Ethan's streams. Like
I don't either. I get clips sent to me now,
Yeah, we all
dude. He
do.
just can't stop talking about
somebody-
us.
Okay, if somebody here watches Ethan's streams and if Liam goes on his stream, could you please super chat the question about why he took credit for the Liam Gray who wrote Scholastic, the Scholastic book
Slimed.
Yeah.
Wait, he did what?
Bro.
So Liam Gray took credit for a guy whose his pseudonym was Liam Gray, who published a book through Scholastic called Slimed. Liam told me and Dark Gift that he wrote that book. And then someone, I can't remember who it was, sent me information. They're like, that's not Liam. And then I looked it up and it was some other American dude who uses
Some dude who lives in
Liam
Seattle.
Yes, the guy's
God,
pen
do
name.
you hear this?
And Liam,
see you in the chat.
when I found out about this lie, I confronted Liam about it on a live stream. And when I said, Liam, why did you lie to me about being the author of Slimed on, through Scholastic? And he flipped out. He went into conniptions, freaking started calling me a bad Christian. He called me every name under the sun. That's when he turned
now
on
I
me.
want to see this.
And then no, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. He shut down his stream right after that because I kept going on different alts because he kept blocking me. So I got on all these alts and I kept asking him the same question and he was freaking out. So he shut down his stream and then he starts up another stream 45 minutes later and he's driving in the middle of the night with his family in the car.
I remember that
in a panic, freaking out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's
freaking out while driving in the dark.
I was seriously worried he was going to drive off a bridge with his family. He was
oh my god.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was after the Well Read stream that I was hosting where Matt and him went at it. And then we were in the back and we're trying to calm him down. And we were dude, and we were talking about getting books in front of people other than just people our own age, like kids again.
Yeah.
And Mike brought up Scholastic, and that's when he goes, I'm published through Scholastic.
Yeah.
Right? And we were like, what? No, you're not. And he's like, yeah, I am. And he goes, look it up. And Mike looked it up and put Liam Gray Scholastic, and Slime popped up, and we're looking at it, and he pulls up the book, and I can control the screen share. So this is all backstage, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
And we pull it up. He goes, yeah, that's my book. That's my book. And we're like, well, then you're ahead of the game. You're more ahead than Mike and anybody else in this game right now. He's like, I got hookups in Scholastic, and he's like, but nobody cares to ask, and all they wanted, stop the woe is me, Liam. You're ahead of the game. Just fucking do your shit in public. Put another book out through Scholastic and fucking throw it out there to everybody and just show them this is yo, dude, look what I can do.
Why didn't he just say it? Hey, quit fucking with me. I'm a Scholastic fucking
because it was
champ.
a lie.
Man can't stop lying. That's the thing.
Right.
And the funny thing is, he knew about it.
Let me see.
The funny thing is, he knew that this book existed.
Yeah. Right. I know. So that's the funny thing, because on the insane car ride, he was saying how I was going after his last source of income. And I'm like, how does you lying about being the author of a Scholastic book threaten your last source of he said stream, my last stream of income, his last stream of income. And it's obviously he's not getting royalties from that. So somebody speculated that he had used that as a means to get his teaching job.
Yes.
In Australia.
Oh,
yes. Look at this. I did this. Look at this book I did. I did the book.
Well, my credentials.
You son of a bitch.
Look at my book. Look at my book that I did.
Yeah, look, I'm in Scholastic.
It's fucked up. Me and KSS bought that book, Mike. We believed in him. He lied to us.
Did you ever get it?
Oh, he told you too?
Mm-hmm.
Which book?
So, next time he's on
Slime.
an Ethan stream, super chat that question.
Can do.
Share my screen real quick.
Can do, Mike. I got you.
And then
Share my
record
screen.
it, 'cause I
Share my
wanna see it.
screen.
It's kind of
So
surprising.
here we have Scholastic website.
Oh, God damn you, DG.
Slimed by Liam Gray, right?
William Gray.
Right.
Hold on.
Don't buy this book.
So then if you
No,
go to
buy
Google,
it. This poor fucking guy is just
Hold
writing
on.
his book. He's got nothing against us. Fucking buy it.
Hold
He
on.
probably does. I'm sure he's
You go to Google, you type in Liam Gray Slimed, and you come up with Will Taylor books. The secret's out. Writing under my pen name, Liam Gray, Slimed is my tribute featuring zombie grown-ups, kiddie pools, and melting spinach, triple stacked volcanoes. And this is yeah. And then if you go to the where's the about? There's
You
William.
son of a bitch! Damn it!
Oi,
Hey,
oi,
Comic
oi.
Drama. I know you're. I saw you in the chat earlier. You want to clip this out and ask a question for us? Thank you.
Oh, God, the cancer's really getting to Liam.
Someone's
now.
throwing him in the
This
chat.
guy's probably definitely a lefty.
Yeah,
he lives in
they
the
had to
heart
shave
of
Liam's head
downtown
for the
Seattle.
It's like if
One nut
Liam had been
Liam.
freeze dried or something.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
That's
The
after the chemo,
metamorphosis.
folks. He's recovered now. He's doing better
That is
now.
actually Liam's one nut.
Yeah, Liam's one nut has found his new career in life in America.
Liam's lost nut.
Dude,
Liam's lost
the
nut has
shit
been
I
found.
give him in the War Campaign Discord, every time he fucking pops up, dude, I just take a shit on him. And then I'm probably just like, he'll be like, hey guys, just gonna do some drawing. All right. And I'm just like, show me proof you had cancer, bitch. Like, I'm just like fucking constantly on him. He's like, oh, fuck you, I'm leaving. I can't believe nobody will defend me. Nobody's defending me here. He starts tagging other people to come helping him. Nobody shows
But
up.
it is funny.
And
Of
nobody
all the
shows
stuff
up.
He's ever flipped out about in all of these years, this was the thing he flipped out like the most about.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I was
I just want to
legitimately
say,
concerned for his family's life when he was on that drive. It was scary.
Oh,
the only
I'm
the only friend that
Timing.
Liam had was Lord Raptor Jesus, and he stuck in there with Liam until the bitter end, until he couldn't take it anymore.
Bro, you want to talk about friends of Liam?
No, I'm just talking about
What
people
about
that-
Vinny? Let's talk about Vinny.
What about?
Oh boy.
Right? Let's talk about
Okay.
Vinny. So
Okay.
so Liam has a fucking meltdown, brain, just a brain freeze fuck up. He loses his shit. Vinny then goes on a rampage, starts burning all of his bridges to Comicsgate. Is like, fuck you, Ethan. Like, really doesn't have anything to do with it, but is going up to bat for his friend Liam. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys are making his fucking brain melt out of his ears. All this shit just fucking going off. And then Liam is, yelling about how you're stealing money from Vinny's mouth. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of crazy shit,
I
right?
remember.
So, like, Liam and Vinny go off into the wilderness
Oh my god.
to fucking, find their own way. And now Liam is back. Like, where's Vinny? Like, why not bring Vinny with you? Like, Vinny, if Vinny
killed
like
him in the
lost
woods.
all this money and like lost all these contacts, like, why don't you bring Vinny back with you?
We need all the Liamologists to go to the about section of William Taylor because he gives little like thoughts and things that have gone on through his life, and seeing if like Liam said any of these as his own life story.
Shit. Oh my god.
Did Liam ever say he was in 4-H? Because this guy was in 4-H as a kid.
You son of a bitch.
Oh my god, that's
I don't
fucked
think you even know.
up.
Oh my gosh, is there a comment section on there we can leave comments?
Ask him about
No.
Sasquatch.
Is there any Boy
Can
Scout
you find him
stories?
on
Yeah.
Twitter?
Oh god,
The Boy
yeah.
Scout
He's on
stuff, yes,
Twitter.
definitely the Boy Scout stuff.
Apparently, his favorite foods are grilled cheese, lasagna, ice cream, and tiramisu, and coffee.
What kind of grilled cheese?
all right.
is the question. I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
Tiramisu, though?
if this rings a bell,
what
like
do you
if
think?
Liam has
Oh,
ever
no.
said any of these things
Wait.
before,
Read that one you're circling. I'm legally blind in my left eye. It's from the nut.
oh,
so I can see colors and places.
Right,
I wrote
from my
about
left
it. You
nut.
catch that dog. Wait, didn't Liam say he wrote something about his like nut cancer in one of his stories? But like
He wrote something.
metaphorically?
Yo, like Dan Plagle. That
Well,
guy
no,
went
like-
through cancer, and like
No, no.
there's photos of him getting chemo. There's photos
I'm
like
sa-
there's an experience with him.
what
and,
I'm
like,
saying
there's
is
nothing with Liam.
what I'm saying is, I feel like I recall him saying like he incorporated it into a story or of somehow. And this guy is saying he incorporated his left eye blindness into one of his stories.
oh god, the left nut.
My left nut.
I would be like, how do you know it's your
Liam's
left nut, Liam?
autobiography.
Would you know if your left nut or your right nut? Don't they just kind of hang and swing around in there independently,
I don't
No.
know.
or is there?
No.
I don't
Yes, there's a left and a right.
know. Okay, all right.
Hmm.
Just checking. Just checking.
Like I was getting confused there for what you were meaning.
What's 4-H? Bancroft
4-H
wants to know.
4-H is kind of like a farmer's type thing for kids. Like
Yeah,
you're-
like if you go to like a
Donald
state
or-
fair here in the country, like there'll be
Or a county
kids who
fair.
live on farms and they'll bring their little goats that they've raised. It's like 4-H is it's like animal
Like
husbandry,
agriculture.
farming, agriculture. Yeah, it's
something for
agrarian, very agrarian shit going down with them.
Well, I should say it's an introduction to agriculture for kids that you can sign them up for.
and husbandry.
Wait,
You
what?
can, like, make animals fucking shit. That's a merit badge. Sorry. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm working on my language lately, guys.
So instead
Or
of
not.
so instead of 4-H, Liam was in the Boy Scouts.
I don't believe that either.
Does he have badges to show?
He's got like no badges. He's got no stories, no photos. It's
So he's just basing his whole entire life, in theory, off of this other Liam Gray.
that, and I think he started to do a little bit of like single white female with me. Well, single ginger female. He started kind of copying me with the Boy Scout shit. I don't know. I could be being dumb, but
KSS says there was a 4-H song, something like 4-H, for you, for America, 4-H. I think I remember something like that, actually.
like he's never talked about Boy Scouts until that one day he talked about getting kicked out of the Boy Scouts as a leader, and it was like, what?
Right.
Why'd you get kicked out of the Boy Scouts?
Phil, you're absolutely right. It's a 4-H club, I should say. That's the entire name of it. 4-H is just for short.
Do they even have Boy Scouts in Australia? Shouldn't it be like Bush Scouts or something? I'm sorry, I was fucked up.
Matt, is this your stream?
Yeah, it is.
My left nut. That should be a cover for the next Battle of the Kangs book. Wiggle. You hear?
Dude, you have a fucking little children's story about a little
crying for help for
koala
Wiggle?
who's dealing with cancer and he loses a nut and his name is Lenny. You can't say shit.
Just going around trying to find his little...
You know, it's just like little
Beautiful.
kids dealing with
Beautiful.
Yeah, Lenny. That's his new
Yeah.
name.
Koalas.
Oh, man.
Fucking A, man. So, all right, we got
They're
15 more
almost as
minutes
useful
until
as
am I the
pandas.
asshole?
15
Get
more
ready.
minutes. What else do we got to talk
Yes.
about?
Always. You're definitely the asshole, Matt.
Am I? Dude, you want to see this
Never.
fucking tweet,
Nope,
dude?
never.
I fucking rock and rolled. This was awesome. See, he said some
Dude,
shit.
man. You go after everybody, man.
One way to
love
It's
reading your
fucking
tweets,
foreskin.
man.
It's fucking foreskin.
Oh
It's
shit,
bushy
that's fucking
foreskin.
huge. What the fuck?
It's called a cup of coffee. It's called a pot of coffee.
You drank an entire pot of coffee. while
Holy
typing
shit.
this.
I had time. Both of my kids were out on the trampoline. They had the hoses hooked up, so the water was spraying on the trampoline. So I was just sitting on the back porch with nothing to do except for roast some boche. I was about to roast some boche.
Oh my god.
Let him
That's an
cook.
essay, man.
Dude, well, I wanted to just pinpoint everything. It was a multi-strike fucking operation.
So should we
You know what I
just
mean?
There you
read?
go.
Should we read it from the top here from Mr. Foreskin himself?
Yeah. So
Definitely.
Mr. Foreskin, Matt Barr, quote unquote, thinks he can insult me with homoerotic projection because ... From what I hear ... He had a head wound. Period. He snapped when I wrote head wound. Calls it a lie when it's just a funny crack. Quote unquote. I think he's a member of the lying retard gang who curbs his aggression for EJ and Yellow Flash.
White girls fuck dogs.
White girls fuck dogs. Right? So it's like, okay, so he throws out the head wound, which is like some Ethan shit, and then just instantly jumps into like the Eric July, like Yellow Flash.
Can I ask a question?
What
How
a
can I
good
help you,
little
sir?
boy falling in line.
Why is it anytime someone has some kind of like beef or criticism or just even suggestion that goes against the grain, it's like, you're covering for Yellow Flash, you're covering for Eric
You're
July.
a ripetard.
It's kind of like the same thing, though, like with what everything else was, essentially. Oh, if you think differently about this, you're an SJW type thing.
You want to know why? I can kind of give you an example. Because over here, we don't have 1,000-year-old demon dogs mounting children. We don't have any weird degenerate fucktards. We're doing pretty good over here. Thank you.
Yeah, when I'm writing fan
White
fiction, I'm
girls
not
fuck
using tags
dogs.
like sibling incest or fucking underage.
Underage or consensual
Yep.
underage. Don't forget the consensual underage.
I don't even. That's a fucking oxymoron. I don't even know what that fucking means.
They got
Well, it's
they got
one
no
of the
ammo
tags,
to go
man.
against.
I don't
us,
even know if I'm using
basically.
oxymoron correctly. But it's just
Oh, that was one of the tags, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one of the tags. Consensual underage.
Bruh.
It's kind of fucked up, Katie. Kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but I just feel like the throw in like, you know, you're a ripetard, or you're a yellow flush simp or whatever is like, I feel like that's like a losing, like that's almost like, and this is not like any disrespect to Eric July or Yellow Flash when I say this, but I feel like that's like when someone insults you as a comeback to like a legitimate argument, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you're talking politics or something with somebody on Twitter and they go, well, yeah, well, you're just an ugly motherfucker. And you're like, all right, well, I guess you have no argument then. I feel like it's the same thing. It's like, you know what I mean? Like
when
they can't say anything about my art or fucking my body of work. It's just like head wound.
When did an alternative to the mainstream turn into clicks and division, and whether or not you want to have an OnlyFans or Fanslies, or you want to do like suggestive books? When did it turn into like so when did CG turn into like degeneracy?
Well, to be fair, there was always a level of degeneracy floating around through, but it was like acceptable degeneracy.
Was it?
Yeah. I mean, you had Super Harem, for Christ's sake. Everybody like promoted the shit out of that book and loved it. And
I remember that one.
That was Wenger's first book back in 2018, 2019. The premise was the guy's superpower was like when he banged the chick and came inside of her, she got superpowers. That was the whole premise of the book. So
Jesus Christ, Wenger.
There's always been
it was a good idea at the time.
There's always been like a level of degeneracy. So to act like it's never been there, it kind of is a little disingenuous. And I think that's where we lose a lot of stuff, because you have to acknowledge the fact that, there's a bunch of people in the scene that have like a perverse sense of humor. But there's a difference between a perverse sense of humor and then taking that sense of humor, taking those jokes and enacting them on an OnlyFans page. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a level of difference there.
Isn't that what Preston Poulter did?
Oh, I mean, was he ever really Comicsgate though? I mean, like,
wasn't he?
Does that matter?
Didn't he
According
fucking go to
Ethan,
court
Ethan, yeah.
TM? You could tell.
Yeah, but he only did the Comicsgate thing.
Well, technically, he was like the original
CG.
CGTM, right? That's what we used to call him back in the day. Like, it was Comicsgate and then Preston Poulter's Comicsgate TM. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I don't think he ever had a campaign for getting pegged. I think that was just his personal life that got on the internet.
Yeah. But he put that on the internet for people to find.
And we found it.
Ooh, we got some heat in here. Now. When you were on Ethan's streams every other night, it was all good, I guess. You know what? There wasn't the weird shit. To be honest with you, our fucking main fallout was when Riley and Mint Salad started showing up. Well, this is fucking weird. Like, so this is like, I guess it's all good. Like, nah, it wasn't all good, and it wasn't around.
I gotta correct something, because that's a heavy accusation there from X4.
Fucking A. Like, yo, like. Oh,
DG saying the underage fanfic apologist, dude. That's fucked up. I did not.
Got some sauce in the chat tonight.
I didn't even bring up underage fanfic shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You mean you're talking about Ethan's buddy Vic King?
No, Katie did.
I
don't think.
There we go.
Did Dark Gift ever sweep for her? I don't think he apologized for that.
No, I don't think so. I mean, he's not Finatra.
Ooh.
Yeah. Certain people would like to label me with certain things just so they can have something to yell.
Shut up, Pink Sitter.
even if it's not true.
It's Pigman.
I have a name.
No, not you.
Little hairy foreskin. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So who am I a simp for, X4? Katie? I never never defended.
No.
Katie
This
on
is about
anything.
Bosch.
No, I mean, people want
I
to
believe
yell.
he might be referring to the truce.
What, the truce?
Dude.
You have a truce? You had a fucking peace meeting with Katie did, right?
Well, I basically asked her, can you please stop spreading rumors about me, doxing you and your family, and in return, I won't fucking bring up any of the dog stuff. Yeah.
I believe Lord Raptor Jesus made a point in front of Malin while Katie did was there is as far as exposing not her but expressing her views on her own page. Am I right, Lord Raptor?
Yeah.
Those the hashtags were approved by Katie did on her own page, right?
That was her fanfic site. She
right, which
paid to host that.
Which she has now currently deleted and removed, along with 95% of all of her videos that were on her channel.
Oh, it's still out there. She thinks she's deleted it all, but she hasn't.
Well, the internet never forgets, but she definitely did try to do some cleanup.
Damage control.
Yeah.
All right, I have returned.
And X-War says, you're just a simp. Name somebody I've simped for there, X-War.
Dillard. You simped for Dillard.
It's very hard for Dillard today.
So
yeah, I've also technically simped for you then. In that, if that's the comparison we're going for,
simp for me, baby. Simp for me.
I mean, if you turn around and say, Stan, one of my buddies is one of the best artists in the scene, which I've said about you, I've said about him. If that's simping, then yeah, I'm a simp.
What are you talking about, dude? You want to come on and explain what you're talking about? That was before Mint and
Should
Riley.
we post the link?
Matt.
Did you post the link again?
Okay, so X-War is just talking out his ass because he's got nobody.
You're a simp.
Who the fuck cares about Mint and Riley? They are a poison.
They are the most useless group of people I have ever seen.
At this point, they're irrelevant. Like, one's gonna head to jail, the other one's just like fucking struggling. But several months ago, they were like golden people, and Ethan was just fucking all about them. Shane was all about them.
Let me add on something to this. I remember when you guys invited Ethan onto the show. This was on Anthony's channel. He was saying you guys were bringing up degeneracy and shit, and Ethan said Mint and Riley are not degenerate.
Right.
And then I sat there and thought to myself, okay, so what is degenerate to you then? Because if you want to quote the Bible here, like you to be the good Christian man that you pose to be, they are the definition of degenerate. They do porn. She has an OnlyFans. Hell,
Fansly. I think it's Fansly.
It's a Fansly.
Either way, it's the same thing.
There you go.
Same diff. Yeah.
I know.
You also have Riley slapping her across the face for $50. You don't see a problem with that really either. Like, come on.
It's
and also slapping an autistic girl. Don't forget that part.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
that's
the crazy part of it.
When you claim to, never mind.
Yes, care about his own autistic daughter. His daughter's autistic.
Stop! Don't bring up.
No. I would not ever bring it up, but he makes sure that he mentions his daughter is being autistic. He brings that up. I'm bringing it up because he brings it up. So he should know.
He should feel as a parent that this should be.
But what I'm saying is,
he should be protecting somebody with autism, and he's not. He's promoting it.
What I'm saying is, we shouldn't be using his daughter as a gotcha moment. Is what I'm saying.
Well,
not really as a gotcha. It's more like,
oh my god, yeah.
Maybe think about what you're supporting when your daughter is autistic. It's like,
Boss, you probably should go back to what you were saying before everything went allowed and stuff. Could you
Oh no,
repeat?
I was just saying, like, I don't know, man. I lost
Look,
it.
you don't have to bring up his daughter to discuss how fucking weird it is. Like, if he's willing to say that two twins who did a horror movie 10 years ago or whatever, if he's willing to say that
20 years ago.
20 years ago, whatever, if he's willing to say that they're fucking gross and that they're degenerates, which is a word that he fucking brought into the lexicon with talking about the sisters, if that's degeneracy, okay. Well, then what is fucking actual straight up porn going on right now?
There has
like
been
they're making porn in the hotels
streams
before they go and harass other people, right? So it's like, hey, let's do some piss porn and then go scream Comicsgate at people having fucking
Well,
dinner.
not only that too, you also have people like Shane Davis and Mandy Summers in CG as well doing kind of degenerate type shows.
Well, sooner GM says in the chat, it's
Shane
not
and his
using his
stupid
daughter.
fucking saggy asshole, man. Fuck that guy.
But my
He's such
point,
a fucking bitch hole.
My point is, there's so many other things that you can point to. You don't have to be like, well, your daughter's autistic, so you should know better. Like just leave the daughter out of it. Like,
Well, hang on.
straight up
It's
like,
what
yo,
Sooner GM says. It's not using
smacking
his
and
daughter.
pissing
It's using
an
his own
autistic
narrative to
person
show
is just fucked
hypocrisy.
up. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but using his daughter to do it.
Dark, it's the same thing as saying, even if his daughter wasn't autistic, if he just has a daughter, just like, dude, you have a daughter,
You're
should
a father,
be
yeah. You
thinking
shouldn't
about
be
that. You
approving of
shouldn't.
this shit.
Yeah, and he's
that's
freaking.
the thing.
I don't know if
He doesn't give a
no
fuck
clip or
because
what,
he's getting
but
super chats. And
Yeah,
he's
he's the one
did it.
that he just said that he thought it was cool or great that Andrew Tate would convince young Christian girls to do OnlyFans for him, and he thought that was awesome. It's like, you're freaking disgusting.
No,
Well,
what I'm saying is that
my point
Ethan-
is that I
Ethan.
don't like when people break it. Like, I didn't like when people like tease you about your wife dancing with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, that was just like, come on, man. Like let's leave people. Like,
What? When did
people's
my wife
families
dance
out
with
of it.
somebody?
Not you.
Who
That
did
was-
she
it was
dance
just-
with?
Example.
Oh,
He's
okay.
using an example.
This was
Okay.
a thing that, like, I got yelled at for that back then. Now, here I'm getting called a sweep. Now the term is sweeper for EVS, but back then I got called like a Mike Miller defender. You know what I mean? Like,
but
it was
someone
like-
dancing with his wife doesn't have anything to do with anything. But I think Ethan having an autistic daughter, like, would he want someone to
You're
treat?
missing my point, Paulus.
I'm not missing your point.
Mike, not at all. Mike's wife is not on the internet.
Either is Ethan's daughter.
No. Ethan has made a point of including his daughter in his, rhetoric or whatever. He's made a point of saying, I understand
Mike
what it's like.
and
I
Mike's
know what
talked
it's like, a
about his
daughter with
family.
autism.
And Mike
Well,
has talked
yeah,
about his family.
Can I just
doesn't-
make
it
one
doesn't-
kind of a
Hang on.
odd point about this? Is that
Sure.
I knew that Ethan had an autistic daughter for years
Mhm.
before he ever brought it up. He didn't bring it up. He never mentioned that he had an autistic daughter online live
Mhm.
until after he made fun of my special needs son and got crap for it. He used her as a shield.
Agreed.
That's
And I
true.
will say
It's
this:
fucked up.
last year, Ethan had
Oh,
some
dang,
girl
man.
on his live stream, and he made a point of saying, "I know, I can tell you're on the spectrum." I don't know which stream it was. I don't know when it was, but I remember listening to it last year, or maybe last year plus. But he had a person on his live stream, and he made a point of telling that girl that didn't identify as autistic as being autistic.
So George
Hop on,
Alvarez.
dude. That's
George
fucking
Al-
crazy. Hop on.
George,
Maybe he
George,
was trying to
tell,
get her
tell,
to do
tell George
OnlyFans.
Alvarez to jump on, because apparently he has no argument. He just wants to throw some shit around too.
Yeah.
Body
Yeah, a
count
few more
equals
minutes, guys.
Go,
crafting
Hop
go,
on, hop
go,
on.
go fuck yourself, George. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's some Ethan shit right there. That's
Right.
some fucking
Plasma
straight up
says, so what
Ethan
you're-
shit.
So what we're saying is the older generation of comic book artists are rearing the next generation of autism.
Well, in America, unfortunately, it's a chemically.
Yeah, George, bring it to Jersey, George. Say that Vic King shit to my face, George. Come down to Jersey. My address is public. Come fucking down here. Say that Vic King shit to my face.
Well, Vic King was Ethan's best buddy.
Yeah. Garfield's
Yeah.
Bizarre Adventure
Confirmed.
says EBS literally plays the moral Christian card, attacking the Saskas, and then promotes mint salad. That's right.
Exactly.
Oh, I have
That-
another
that-
one for this. You guys may have noticed or may not have. But you know that cross he wears now?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the first time he put it on?
Mm-mm.
It was after I left Comicsgate, and after the whole Pride is a Sin thing, and he was trying to get me and the Christians back into Comicsgate. He came on my stream and he said, "Oh, look at this that Andrea got me. Look at this, Mike. Look, it's a cross." And he puts it on. I'm like, really?
Well, speaking of which, Mike, actually just remembered this. So I heard something about at 1.2, Ethan went into like the whole pride thing. I heard something about that.
Oh, are you new?
Fairly new. I'm from the Nerdrotic and GNG side of the community.
Oh, okay.
Pride is a
right on.
sin.
Welcome. Yeah, that's so on June 1st, I posted, this is like 2018. I posted, and up until this point, by the way, there was no tension or anything between me and Ethan at all. And I posted Pride is a Sin on June 1st, first day of Pride Month. And it just kind of came and went. Like 5 days later, Ethan like runs a thread, like 4 or 5 posts on Twitter, just saying the most egregious stuff about me, calling me a homophobe and calling me all this stuff. And then that night, I was just ticked, so I didn't even want to talk to him because of whatever he was saying. That night, he goes on like a freaking 3 or 4 hour live stream with a bunch of guys just absolutely talking smack, again, using homophobe crap and all of this stuff, and just saying, like, comics are good, it's for the gays, blah blah, whatever it was, his Rainbow Mafia garbage. And and at that point, a lot of the real hardcore Christians left Comicsgate, and I didn't leave that day, but I got so many messages from guys like, if this is what Comicsgate is, I'm not a part of it. So that was kind of the beginning of the tension. And then, we
led
sort of
to
patched
fall
things
of
up.
Rome, right?
And
And then it led to fall of Rome, right?
Yeah.
Well, Mike, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you and Aaron Lepresti still friends?
Yeah.
All right. So I remember back before, Aaron Lepresti, he was with you when there was the big divide. It was you and Aaron Lepresti, and you had a couple other creators. And
well, Aaron was never in Comicsgate prior
right
to me leaving Comicsgate. He'd come on my streams because, look, I don't want to say anything about Aaron's motivations. Just pay attention to when not just Aaron, but everybody else joined Comicsgate. It was after we had taken all the machine gun fire, and it was after, frankly, Cyberfrog 2 made $1.2 million, and it looked like the coast was clear, and it looked like this was a place to make money. And I don't deride anyone who's out there and can't find work at Marvel and DC who need to pay their mortgage. I'm not going to give anybody crap for freaking taking that hand, that hand of help.
I am not trying to throw shade at the Aaron, oh my gosh, whatever. But how do you think he feels about the CG Master cars?
I haven't talked to him about it. I'm not going to speak for him.
Okay. So do you think that, Ethan's kind of putting him and his Christian values kind of like in a, like the crosshairs? Same with, everybody else.
I wouldn't have put up with it, but that's why I'm not there.
Well, I know Aaron, Aaron's
a good Christian man. Yes.
And he is. And I'm not trying to knock him down for that, but, I think lately him being in like the newer part of CG with, Mint and Riley and freaking, Mandy and everything that's come out with her, with everything else. It's just kind of exactly. I just think it's hard for anybody that's going to come into CG now with any sort of Christian values to get behind CG moving forward.
Dude, it's weird to be like, the biggest thing of CG right now is to buy a gay action figure or a rainbow toy.
Don't forget the cars.
You know what I mean? Like you guys are conservative. Your Comicsgate. Yeah, here, make sure you leave a little area, leave a little space on your shelf for a little plastic dildo and an action figure that's rainbow colors.
A book that we don't even have finished yet.
We got rid of War Campaign because of the dildo the rainbow dongs and them attacking.
It's almost like a
War Campaign had to
some
go,
sort of like
sudden,
humiliation ritual to be a member. Like, do you want to be?
That's not why War Campaign had to go. The only reason War Campaign had to go is because they went at loggerheads with the Jack Show, and Ethan chose the Jack Show over War Campaign. Point blank. That's the only reason.
I don't remember.
They could have done anything they wanted at any time to anybody, but they messed with just a closer group to Ethan.
I just want to say that the style that I drew the Yellow Flash cover was in a style that my dead uncle really enjoyed. So I'm really offended when Ethan talks bad about it. It just really bothers me.
Also, calling Dillard's artwork bad, really?
Talking shit and being stupid. Who said Dillard's shit was stupid? He did?
Look, anyone who Ethan doesn't like, their art is bad.
Right.
That's
he was saying something about
always.
Chat, help me out here. He said something on his stream the other day saying, I gotta look at some of the artwork for Yellow Flash's book, and it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great.
If this guy wants to come in, I'll go backstage.
Very odd that like while I was doing fucking Rock and Roll Ninja, Ethan was like, "That's fucking dope. That's awesome." Even when we were first fighting, he was like, "Matt Barr is one of the fucking top 5 people in Comicsgate." Okay, that's cool. I appreciate that. And then when like the book comes out, it's like, yeah, the best part of the book was when it was done.
What's also another thing is too, like when he does,
I don't even know how to like take notes on that. At least if somebody is like, if he like opened my book and just ripped into it, and like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. That anatomy's wrong. At least there's like something I can honestly take notes on, but just be like, yeah,
just generic shit.
It was, dude, it wasn't even generic. It was just like, yeah, the best part of it was when I finished. Okay.
No, you just have to realize that he doesn't base anything on any objective facts. It's all feelings and
and now he's officially going to be like, I'm going to start telling the truth, everybody. I'm going to start telling the truth.
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
Yeah,
I'm done with like lying about ISOM, and I'm done with but I'm going to start telling the truth. Okay,
except
bro.
about God.
What about Dino King was was dog shit. I have it.
No, it's better than Mike Barron. You shut your fucking mouth.
It's the best thing.
You keep that shit to yourself, because I'll tell you what, Mike Barron is my ninja.
Speaking of ninja, Matt Barr, you're being asked about Rock and Roll Ninja. Is it available anywhere at the moment?
We just finished it. On the new campaign, whenever there's a Splato campaign, Rock and Roll Ninja is available as an add-on. So go over there and get it as an add-on. I think we're gonna do another one in December, another official like reprint of it, because that'll be when we do the announcement for Rock and Roll Ninja 2, which I'm working on right now.
There you go, JB. Prater 7's
the help, dickhead. You fucking coward.
Okay, I'm back. I had to take care of something real quick.
Who are you talking to, Matt?
He's talking to JB in the chat.
Does nobody watch the show?
Damn it!
William, you've been here. Come on.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Who, me?
No,
not William. JB.
JB in the chat.
Dude, that God Awful was awful.
No way.
Well, I was going to try and bring up, like, have you ever noticed that the only review streams he's done is like people that worked with Yellow Flash and Eric
or me
or you, yeah. It's almost as if he's only going after people that he hates.
Right. Except for Liam.
That's all he's done
Yeah.
for the past 6 years.
Wonder what that's about. Yeah.
Because there's no super chats and telling people you like something.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean,
You guys are shot too
Ethan
many
is
drugs.
like-
I don't do drugs, JB. I don't do any.
Ethan's a phenomenal gaslighter. He is
First of
late
all,
on
He's the human
multiple books. And if Ethan would just take the time and not live stream and fucking draw Rainbow the Brute, that book would have been done 3 fucking years ago. And Wiggle would have a head sketch.
Justice for Wiggle.
Yeah.
All right, yo, it's past 8:00, guys.
Yep.
I believe
Dylan-
Dillard is doing his thing, right?
He hasn't dropped the link yet.
Oh, shit.
What an asshole.
Lord,
So,
are you going later on, Lord?
Later tonight, probably around 1 a.m.
Mango, how dare you?
1 a.m.
Drop
How
that
dare
link.
you.
I know I got some anchors in there. Some anchors. I know I got some wrenches in there. So drop that link to Lord Raptor's channel.
Raptor.
I want to address something
appreciate it.
that Mango just said. in
Raptor, I'll
chat here.
see you at 4.
Okay.
Sci-fi is worse. He's like Einem Prime. How am I like Einem Prime? How dare you, Mango?
What?
Wait, EIN and Prime.
What are you showing us here?
I'm looking for the human gaslight one.
The fag circle?
Oh,
What the fuck is this shit?
It's just mine.
Mango, how
Dude,
could
I
you
went
do
and
this to me?
saw
How could
I
you
went and
do
saw
this?
Deadpool Wolverine last night.
That was fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations for watching that gay shit.
Dude.
I
I
mean,
was like,
compared-
I almost was concerned because I went with a couple of guys from the neighborhood. I found out there's like I don't know if he's a reverend or a preacher or what, but he's a man of the cloth and he has a family and he lives up the street. And we kind of started talking. And then, blah, 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 blah. He was like, hey, man, I'm going to go see Deadpool. Do you want to go? And I was like, sure. So it was like me and like 6 other people from his congregation. And we went and saw Deadpool. And I was like, should I warn them how fucking gay this goddamn movie is?
I mean, you
But,
should have asked
holy
them,
shit.
like,
You know,
okay,
but I
have
was
you
like,
guys ever
okay, no.
watched Deadpool before?
Dude, this last one, I think because of Wolverine, it was the gay jokes were ramped up. Like, I don't think the other movies were like this focused on homoerotic like Wolverine shit.
Oh, because
Well,
remember in the first scene of
Yes.
the first movie, he was like, "Oh, hello there. I know what you're thinking. Who did I have to suck off to get my own movie? I'll give you a hint. His name rhymes with Wolverine."
Yeah.
And he's got a sweet pair of something down unders, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, is that TJ?
Yeah. Yo, man, I ain't black.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
That's
Where's
a
TJ?
fucking
Yo, man,
great
TJ.
idea,
Yo, man,
though.
let me
A
just-
fucking
yo, man, let me
superhero to
just tell you
hold the
something.
fucking round and then somebody to hit the behind the
With a
round.
sledgehammer.
What's on his mouth? Is that some respirator thing? What's that pink thing on his mouth?
Sure. We'll go with that. We'll go with the respirator.
Yeah.
That be
he got
them
st-
lips.
He got stung by a bee.
Yeah, got a bee sting on the lip. What?
That's
damn.
Yo,
what
man,
it
I
is.
don't think you understand, man. Coming from a black man, I don't think you should be talking as a white man.
We
You
just-
need to,
Anyways, should
whatever.
we start wrapping up the stream? Dillard's show's about to
Woo!
We're probably
The
keeping up
show is
with-
live, but there's no. He hasn't dropped the link.
Huh.
Yeah, that's wild.
Huh,
It's
get-
very
get-
culturally unique back in the day. Like I got some old Eisner stuff, where it's like the person of color is
Wait, who
it's
left?
not very nice. I don't know. Yeah, what's the term? What would the words for it be? All right, let's wrap it up,
Like
guys. I
pansexual?
gotta get back to work.
Memorabilia?
Yeah, I gotta take a shower.
Yeah. Yeah. Go
Anyways,
do something
guys,
productive, you artists.
Yeah.
Go create new shit.
Yes,
Black Justice.
that's my gym, right?
Oh, now he's
Get the hell
going
out
again.
of here, homie. I'm just kidding. What's
What
up,
do you want,
buddy?
Black Justice?
No, that was me. That was my pappy.
How's your pappy?
Yo, man.
Oh,
let
in
me
the
tell you
comic.
something.
Yeah.
You ain't nothing, man. Yo. You need to back that shit up, motherfucker. Oh, I'm gonna tell you,
man. How much?
Hey, William, the black voice ain't doing it. The Black Justice, your uncle looks very good on that comic. Thank you.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Is this
I'm very proud of my family.
Is this Pallops?
Oop, gotta go.
Yeah, everybody's backing out. All right, guys. Thanks for being here.
And remember, he's Al-Qaib. He's Al-Qaib. He's Al-Qaib.
What are you doing? Are you doing like Iron Man Dune? Like Dune Iron
I
Man?
was trying to go for that on Bing, but I guess it's the closest thing. So,
dude, have you seen any images from Dune Awakening, the game?
To be honest, I don't know.
Serious?
If
they're making a game,
dude.
Yeah,
they're making an
Come
MMO on Arrakis.
Here's the thing, though. The problem is it's not going to all up with the books. It's going to be a what if Paul Atreides wasn't around.
Yeah. It's an alternate timeline with the same aesthetic as the movies. So the ornithopters look like the movies. The still suit looks like the movies. But he's a chick. It's very like it's the same company that did Conan Exiles.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of you're dropped on. You're like, oh, you're in a spaceship. The spaceship crashes on Dune, and that's how you start your progression through.
I mean, it would have been
Arrakis.
something. It would have been something to just have Paul Atreides in the game.
Well, then everybody wants to be Paul Atreides.
Well, you don't have Paul Atreides be the character. Or a playable.
I'm not opposed to like an event in the game or an event in the thing being a Paul, maybe. Like you're not playing Paul, but maybe like you're one of his.
You're one of his.
If you play the cards right, you end up like in the battle. You may be on the Harkonnen side, or you may be on
that actually would be
Fedakeen.
Picking your factions.
I'm out later.
Later, buddy.
Have a good man.
Later, Mike.
You can't pick your
Didn't they do
factions
that
in
with
this game.
Didn't they do that with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where you could like be on one side or the other?
I don't know. I haven't played Odyssey.
Yeah, it's like an MMO,
it's kinda,
right? It's like Conan Exiles.
They kind of drop you and you pick your own whatever.
Yeah, so it's like, so because I was because I'm a huge Dune fan. So like the game starts with you on foot. You're kind of you have to figure out water. You have to figure out where to get water. You have to figure out the shadows, and you have to figure out when to move and when to move, like in the sun. You have to worry about like bandits and shit. Then you have to worry about sandworms, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only go but so far because you have to then fabricate a vehicle. So I was like watching how they kind of limit you as a player. Like, okay, like you have to stay within this area. And how they do it is these giant fucking sandworms. So until you build a vehicle, you're kind of in this like valley. And then once you figure out crafting and building and blueprints and shit like that, then you start, you get the vehicle and then you move out into the open desert and then you start doing other shit. And then you're like fighting other factions for Melange. So like, that'll be like, how do you do events? Like, it'll be like a fucking spice blow. Like, oh shit, there's a spice blow. Okay. Everybody fucking starts heading over there to get it, this resource. And then eventually you, the next step would be getting the parts to build an ornithopter. And then you're really like fucking exploring Arrakis on this ornithopter. It sounds fucking kind of cool. I don't know. I'm gonna let some other people play that shit first. Yeah, we're talking bullshit. Let's get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
He's not Qaib.
What? Raptor, I'll talk to you in the morning, my friend. Matt, have a great night.
Take it easy,
Justice
buddy.
for Matt. I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh, it's all good, dog. It's all good. Peace. Lord Raptor, tonight, what time, sir?
Probably around 1, maybe 12. 12 to 1, we'll see.
Good gravy. Let me go make some coffee.
I only got one job tonight. They canceled the other one, so no, it's going to be as long as I thought it was.
All right. Well, cool, man. I always love your streams.
We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to talk about Liam's kingship on the Kings.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He's hanging out with them live right now.
That's awesome. Good for him.
I'm curious to see what insight he will bring to the Kings.
You don't understand it. You don't understand it, Raptor.
Maybe he can try showing them how to.
Yo, he's like that little fucking guy. You ever see the movie Island of Dr. Moreau with Marlon Brando, where he got this little fucking man thing? That's like him. Like Marlon Brando is this giant fat fucking thing with ice on his head, and you have Liam on this tiny piano on top of his piano, you know. And then you got Anna. She's like half cat, you know what I mean? She's all hairy and shit. They're like implanting tits and ass on her. Anywho,
stole skin tags.
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh.
All right, yeah, man. So 1 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for everybody for being here. Peace out.
We tried to bring some people on. That didn't work out, I guess.
I know, dude. I put that shit out there a bunch. I put it out a bunch. Oh well. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well,
at least you tried
to click that link, though. You know, so
I'd hit that link.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Step into the lion's den.
I would just single it out too. Be like, okay, one by one. We could do that, or I'll do 2 of y'all against me. Like we could do that too. That's even better.
All right, back to Fortnite.